What's good, everyone? Welcome to another episode of the Mans Are Mossin
The
podcast.
Mossin are mans.
You know the vibes. Episode 34. Here with your boy Dreday. Here with Nick. And then we're also joined by Jason.
Talk about it.
The ones that actually listen to the previous podcast know who Jason is.
Yes, sir. You already know what it is. That's my
Jason?
intro? Hold on. I thought you was going to give me a little bit more.
I mean, what more do you
What you want?
want?
I'll give a round of applause right there.
AKA the man behind the subtitles on the YouTube. Not the subtitles, the annotations on the YouTube. I'm giving myself more. I'm beefing up the resume. You got to beef up the resume sometimes.
I'm dropping little horns and everything.
We're going to work on the AKAs, but yeah.
This guy is...
What would you want your AKA?
AKA, hold on, J-Tronics. You can follow me on
AKA
YouTube.
Hold On J-Tronic.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Let's
sir.
go.
So you got to search up Hold On J-Tronics.
Hold On
It's
J-Tronic.
J-Tronics. Look
That's
that
a
up.
long-ass name.
You'll find it, man. You'll find it.
Why not just J-Tronics?
It is just J-Tronics. You added on the hold on, but I just rolled with it.
I'm sorry, my
No, it's
bad.
all good. It's all
I see.
good.
I'm used to doing that. Once, my niece, she was telling me about her dog, and she told me its name was Crystal the Shih Tzu Yorkie, and I've been calling it that ever since. But she messed up.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm just like to bother you, Jason.
So you didn't have no problem saying it's a pimp named Slipback. You got that on first try.
Yeah, I was like, okay, I get
Yeah,
it.
that made sense.
It made sense. I had no. That's actually a really good point. Yeah, I really had no problem with
You was so confused why that scene was going on so long.
Yeah. I was like, why can't
he
he just say
on
it?
the
Like,
first try?
yeah, literally.
Fuck? What's wrong with this?
He's
dude?
like, my name is a pimp name. I'm like, okay, like I got that.
we got it.
Yeah.
But then,
English.
but then, Granddad wanted to call him, what's it called? Pimp. Wanted to come Slipback.
For sure.
Slipback. Yeah, for sure. He
But
said
no, it was a
no.
respect thing at that point.
Yeah.
Hell, the pimp and Nick saying, no, you heard him the first time.
Yeah.
A pimp named Slipback.
Facts. My parents didn't call me Slipback. They call me a pimp named Slipback.
Talk about it now.
Your parents?
Yeah. That's where he got his name from. A pimp named Slipback.
It's not from his parents. He made it himself. Or the streets gave it.
That's
Or
how
the streets
the
gave it.
origin starts.
Streets.
That's not how. No origin starts.
Like,
like that.
What?
Unless you're like Superman. Superman had an origin story like that. Like
Yeah,
his
he
parents
just came out powerful.
Even Goku was kind of like that. You ever think about how Goku and Superman had kind of like the same glow up story? Like in the beginning?
Not as much.
Yeah, they did.
Kind of did, yeah.
Yeah,
they
did.
flew off of a planet that was at war.
But
That
Goku
was blowing up.
No, but
Oh,
Goku.
no.
But Goku
Yeah.
was weak.
Oh, yeah, they were.
Planet
blowing up.
Vegeta blew up.
Yeah.
But like he didn't know that the planet was gonna
Krypton
blow up
blew up.
though.
He didn't
But,
know, but
I
neither
mean-
did Superman. The fuck?
No, but Superman was just strong from the beginning.
No,
Goku was just weak.
no. We actually don't know that. He might have been the weakest one out of all the Kryptonians, but we don't know that because they're all dead.
Mm-hmm.
And Goku was kind of like the same way. Goku might have been like a weak nigga. Well, he
was.
We seen him,
Yeah.
but he was technically stronger than everybody else on Earth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So technically speaking, they're like the same people.
It's the same story. I think they did it on purpose.
Did they? I was gonna say like
Toriyama or whoever
Superman
made
came out first, right? Superman was like in
Yeah.
the 60s and all that, right?
Yeah.
somewhere around there.
Yeah.
So I think they like the
The Japanese made their Japanese Superman
yeah
who could shoot fireballs out their hand and
yeah.
grant wishes. That's pretty cool.
He still
did it better.
But Goku still can't even beat him though.
No, he can't.
Yeah. Because Superman's pretty old, still OP.
We gonna get into this?
What do you mean?
We can't get into.
Yo,
this is
that's
too
yo,
long.
You
that's,
can definitely
that's
get into
battle
it, but
did
like
that's
it's
battle
already
did
been
like 3
proven that
times.
Superman can't like
How,
lose.
proven how? What are you talking about?
Yo, Death
by all
Battle. Death Battle did the research on it and everything
Yeah.
like twice.
I didn't watch that one. But did they do the death battle now with Goku knowing Ultra Instinct and he could dodge any?
I mean, even
At
basically
the time,
everything.
at the time, he only had God mode.
Listen, hold on.
Basically everything.
Even if he can dodge everything,
Yeah.
at what point?
I mean, you break.
How far can he go? Because Superman could literally blow up the size of a supernova, and
Yeah.
that's basically the sun exploding.
Yeah, they did.
At
make
what
Superman
point? At
kinda
what point
superpower.
can Goku just disappear from that?
Yeah. And then the same
Ultra
time,
is- or not
at
Ultra
the same
Instinct.
time,
No, there's
Instant
nothing.
transmission.
Instant transmission. Where you lost the fight and you bitched out.
You
You
out.
pussy out.
and Superman,
you
and then at
blow
the same
out
time,
and you come
Superman
back.
gets boosted by the sun.
And then hold on. And then the problem with instant transmission is that
Okay.
Goku has to picture where
You
the
have to lock
environment
onto an
is.
energy. Yeah.
So that energy could be like all over, and then he's back to where he started, and he has to
Yeah.
deal with like Superman again. So
Yeah.
it's impossible to beat Superman. He's overpowered. Trust me, I don't want Superman to win.
I mean, I got no stake in the battle. But other
you-
than it being my favorite character,
Superman. Goku.
I don't like
Goku.
Superman.
Superman is kind of a super basic story.
It is. It's just like, yo, what's a superhero? And it's like, yo, everything, like literally.
This guy's
It's
the
like
worst disguise too.
It's like One Punch Man, but at least they made One Punch Man funny.
Yeah, he can't kill mosquitoes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
He can't. Oh yeah, he didn't.
He was
kill it.
struggling with that one mosquito that whole episode.
Oh yeah.
for the whole season.
Oh, it was a whole season. I
Is it
thought it was just
I
one
thought it was just that
episode.
one.
Nah, that was like because like they kept making it a reoccurring thing where it's like a mosquito will come and just like come pinch down on him and bite him, and then he'll try to smack it and then
you
just
miss?
die.
That's hilarious. Yeah, at least they made it funny. But Superman is just like,
He's corny.
yeah, he just is too overpowered.
He has the
think
worst disguise.
and
He has the
the-
worst suit.
The funniest part about it is that he doesn't even want the powers or
You know
want
what
to be
I'm
that
saying?
strong.
He wants to be super normal.
Like I'm like, yo,
Just whack.
well, that shit pisses me off so much.
Yeah,
This thing is spellbounded by morals. It's so funny.
yeah.
You could literally change the game if you wanted to. Let everyone live under your rule. Let it be known that, like, yo, if you do wrong under me, you'll die. But no, he wants to let life continue the way it is.
You know what? There was a
Let crime continue to be a thing,
Mm-hmm.
and then just save the world whenever.
They did do. I know what you're saying. They did do like how they do those like multiverse things. Like they do the spinoff where like it turns out the Nazis win the war, and it's basically like that. Or even no,
wasn't that at the end of the Justice League movie? I mean, it was a Justice League movie, yeah, where they had the parallel.
Yeah, that was a different timeline when Lois Lane died.
So that's Injustice. Like the game Injustice, the fighting game. That's the story. So basically, the Joker kills. I hope this doesn't kill the movie that they have setting up, but the Joker kills Lois Lane, and that breaks Superman down. And Superman's like, "Yo, fuck, I've been pussy this whole time. I should have just been like, yo, if you fuck up, you're gone." And that's that's the sixth Superman, because that story is actually lit. Because then it's like basically all they hear, because nobody could fuck with Superman, because Superman.
It's like you just gotta run for it. You gotta run for your life. Nah, in the movie they made that shit sound. They made Superman actually really fucking scary.
Yeah.
Like, and it made me really, really realize, especially with all you know about Superman, like, yo, if this nigga just decides to just not hold back, like,
we're done.
This guy will literally burn the whole planet down, like, if he wants to. So
that's a sick story, though. That's a sick story, because it's only Batman against him, basically.
Well, Batman's the only one smart enough to go against him. That's the thing.
Yeah, well, all I'm saying is Superman is OP.
100%.
Sucks that he's bounded by his own shit. It's kind of like how Batman is kind of bounded to, like.
But Lois Lane kind of keeps him balanced, though. That's the thing for Superman. Like he makes her, because of her, he wants to feel mortal. You know what I mean? And
it's like Bruce Banner.
Yeah.
The Hulk.
So the Hulk wants to be free, but Bruce Banner is the one holding him back.
Bruce Banner wants to be free, but Hulk is holding him back. That's actually it. You remember the old Hulk movie before they had my guy start playing him? Okay.
I was never a Hulk man like that.
Let me rephrase. Fuck, I don't even know the dude's name properly.
I thought it was the other way around.
There was like three different Hulks. There was one Hulk where like this one girl like really fucked with him. Like that was like he loved her or whatever. But it's like she was keeping him sane. But then they revamped that movie. This is the Hulk where he had to face this is the one where he had to face his dad.
Yeah, I remember that movie.
So it's kind of like, that's what I was saying, like Hulk, well, it even ties into some of the other movies. So after that movie, you remember how they got the other guy to play Hulk, but then they just stopped using him because...
The guy from Fight Club, Edward Norton or something.
Because he wanted Bear Guap, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I heard he was a pain to be on set with, too.
Oh, I didn't even know all that, but I heard not good things about it. Yeah. But even that Hulk, there was a girl that was kind of like keeping him at bay, no?
Yeah, and they didn't bring her back into.
They didn't bring her back.
Did they?
I don't think they
ended up just using like Black Widow to like calm him down.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, there's still this like woman character to kind of like keep Hulk at bay.
It's to calm him down basically.
But then I feel like he got used to like
women holding back greatness.
Or power.
Hot take.
I don't know.
I don't want to say greenness.
I'll say that's a hot take.
Holding back power.
Holding back power.
It's a hot take.
It keeps power in check.
Because like I mean, imagine if Hulk just went like buck wild.
Or imagine if the fucking superpower of the world, said, "Man, I ain't getting no pussy. Let me blow up the earth today because this nation disrespected me."
That's like something. You remember that Instagram video or viral video where that short guy's in the bakery and he just goes off tangent where he's like, tall dude can get mad bitches, but a short guy can't even get a first date. What the fuck's up with that?
Wait, did he get beat up in the store too?
Yeah, something like that, bro.
Okay, I think I kind of vaguely remember because it was funny that I just remember everybody in the comments not siding with the short guy.
Son, the thing is, nobody said nothing about him being short. That's what was so
the
funny
Napoleon
about it.
syndrome, man.
Yeah, Napoleon
Short
syndrome.
niggas be like,
Always gotta prove themselves, yo.
You know
That's
what I'm saying?
And if they don't get it, then they blame it on their height.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying, you see how women could just come and just suckle that anger down?
You lie, because a man like him will blow up the world.
Yeah, imagine
the
he
Hulk,
had
the Hulk
power.
will be like tunneling through the earth trying to find a core, yo, and just say, you know what? Screw this.
I don't know about that. He probably just start fucking up everybody that he finds annoying.
He's like, yeah? All right. Doof. Treat you like Loki when he dashed him side to side.
That was actually
That was a
pretty
great
funny.
scene. That was a great
'Cause
scene.
he was ready to talk his shit. You cannot.
Yeah.
That was funny stuff.
Do you know who I am? Oh my God.
Puny God.
You think R. Kelly survived in prison?
He's still in prison?
He's on trial.
I thought he was.
Wait, did he even go to prison?
He's just in, I think he's just in jail.
Not
Yeah.
prison.
Because
Like,
right
he's
now
in
he's still,
holding before-
he's still getting prosecuted right now.
Yeah.
It isn't until he gets prosecuted that's when they'll send him to prison. But right now he's in holding for questioning.
Apparently,
Don't tell me you fuck with
apparently,
Robert, man.
apparently they're saying that
Oh, you
there's
look like
little
you listen
boys.
to Robert, man.
Hold on.
Yeah, apparently
Hold
they said
on.
that there's
You listen
two
to
little
Robert,
boys
man.
that he was messing with also.
What?
Like the most recent case that they were talking about with all the information coming out,
Yeah.
they're saying that apparently now they have proof of that he was messing with like two little boys.
Oh, that's fucked up.
Send him to the gulag, bro.
The cool out, let him fight for his life.
Let him really fight for his
Yeah,
life.
he has to fight for his life, bro.
But don't give him a weapon.
But don't give him a weapon, yeah. Like you're gonna lose
I
anyway.
did hear that. I did hear it. And that's nuts.
Mm-hmm.
But like, yo, if you hear step in the name of love, you saying you not stepping?
No, I literally removed myself from the situation.
Because you know you don't step.
No, because I don't want to hear it.
I
It's
might
weird.
step. I might
You gonna
low key
step.
I'm not stepping.
You know you gonna
I remember,
step, bro.
real shit. It was,
Come
I
on,
heard it.
son.
I heard the song come on at the barbecue, and I
Yeah.
said, "Damn, this is what we're doing."
You know
and
what
I
I'm
left.
saying? Because you do.
No.
bro.
Well, I knew what everybody else who don't really care was gonna do, so I'm
Yeah.
like, "Yo, I'm not gonna
just
partake
getting
in this."
upset.
Mm-hmm.
That's hilarious.
I want to really tell everybody out there, like, "Yo, we're not bumping R. Kelly." I would have turned it off.
Yo, what
but
about I believe
many
I can
people,
fly?
right?
Like,
I was a little drunk. I was like, it's not. I'm not gonna fucking be that guy today. But
This guy's gonna be
I
like
did
drunk
remove-
uncle.
I'm like, if there's any energy to protect, it was mine. So
what about like one of the most inspirational songs of all time? I believe I can fly, man.
That's what made me.
you
That's what made me
can
cry
listen
before,
to that
bro.
comfortably after hearing everything you do. Like you could listen to Robert and be like, man, this guy makes good. And as you're saying that, you could forget everything that he's
I don't
done.
forget. I
Okay,
just think
so
it's
you
really
just push it to the
I think
side.
it's really unfortunate.
Yo, I'm just saying, you push it
See,
to the side.
no one's saying he shouldn't be prosecuted and he shouldn't get the punishment.
You just
he
wish it
gets.
didn't happen.
I wish it didn't happen.
Okay,
Of course.
that's all.
What? You don't wish it doesn't happen?
Of course I didn't wish, but I don't
Yeah.
still condone it.
Yeah, no one's
Because he
condoning
gets
it.
money
No
off
one's
of these
condoning
off of
it.
people streaming music.
Yeah.
I mean,
So what am I doing supporting that?
Download it for free, man.
Hey man, I'm telling you from now,
allegedly.
I'm a man. I'm a
Allegedly.
man that loved the Trapped in the Closet series, and when the whole thing started coming
Trapped
out
in the Closet
with
was
Surviving
good.
R. Kelly, I was like, damn,
It doesn't
That shit
feel the
was real.
same anymore.
I
To me,
can't watch it no more.
Yeah,
I want
it
to go
doesn't
back
feel
to that.
comfortable.
I want to
Yeah.
go back to that. I want to go back to Trapped in the Closet.
There's
Bro,
so
that
many
thing- that
things.
thing was
Those
a
are
masterpiece,
if I watch
bro.
Space Jam, if I so happen to watch Space Jam, which I did recently because they just brought it back to Netflix.
Mute that part.
I was about to say you got muted.
Yeah, that part's getting muted. No cap.
You know he still probably gets a check off of that.
Yeah,
for,
that's what I'm
for
saying.
watching Space Jam.
Especially because it's on streaming services, bro. I'm telling you, he gets money from this shit.
Yeah,
no
he might.
matter what. In this day and age, all of his shit is digital right now.
Yeah.
He's getting guap from everybody who's still deems him as a cool fan.
Yeah.
I mean, or deems him as a cool artist
So
or innocent.
we're support anybody that listens to that is supporting.
I'm just saying
his lawyer fees.
Basically.
So if you want him under the prison, just ban R. Kelly for like until he's in prison.
Maybe just
I'm
ban him
not saying
forever.
it's not gonna happen. I'm not saying it's gonna happen, but ideally, yeah, you would like that to happen.
Yo, Jason, I feel
somebody
you.
did this to you.
I
Somebody
feel
did
you
this to your
100%,
kids or
bro.
something.
Oh,
right?
yo, yo, I'm not
Like for
condoning
bumping,
anything.
no. I feel you.
just
I
wish
feel
it
the whole.
didn't happen.
I feel the whole point with like you want to keep bumping R. Kelly's music
Because you want to separate. You can't
that
separate
music
it,
hits
but you
different.
want to.
That music hits so different. I
No,
know
it
some
doesn't.
people.
It
But
really
yeah,
does not
he's-
hit that
It
different.
hits me different, bro. I Believe I Can Fly made me cry.
I Believe I Can Fly is a really good track, man.
I felt that in my soul, bro.
Yo, see how Kelly had you guys by the shackles, by the
So hold
ankles?
on.
No.
Before all of this, before we do any of this,
I was listening to his music, but I wasn't a stan.
I was a stan still.
I wasn't a stan for
Well,
R. Kelly.
I wouldn't say I'm a stan because I didn't bump like his albums like
That's
that.
what I'm
when you
saying.
I
heard those
bumped certain
tracks,
songs.
you
Yo,
weren't saying
like-
that this is a really good song.
Yeah, who wasn't? I'm just saying who wasn't, but I'm just saying
Yeah.
after hearing everything, how can I say it's a good song? A lot of those things have so much innuendos that's like, yo, every given detail that we've known.
I mean, the
it
worst
feels
one,
When the man was on
that's-
trial, he's dropping all those fire tracks.
Come
like
on.
this.
The worst one is
Yo, that's
Step
not
in the
nasty.
name of love.
the worst
Step in the
one.
name
Bro,
of
when I see
who exactly?
when I watched
The
Surviving R.
worst
Kelly and
one.
I saw that, I was like, damn.
Come on,
The
who's
one-
stepping what love with who?
son, the one that was only
Come on, bro. That's just nasty. I can't
Actually,
listen to it.
the one that was really bad is the one he made for Aaliyah, which is
Asian,
AJ Nothing But a Number. That's when it's like, yo,
and that was just the beginning.
And that
he
was
done
just-
expose himself.
Dude,
that
that
was
was just
in
the
the
beginning.
beginning.
You know what I'm saying? So
The man called himself the Pod Piper of R&B, and then when I found out what Pod Piper was, when it was a person that would play music to lure kids from their home,
yeah,
I'm like, damn, the man blatantly just had it in everyone's face.
he was really trying to, let people know everything he was doing was coming out through his music.
I will say that's the sad part is that like, yo, even if it was some form of cry for help,
Yeah,
it's fucked.
yeah, 100%.
Like it's
Yeah.
almost narcissistic that like he'll like talk about it because it's like he wants to. It's
It's
like
kind of like that movie with the Batman guy,
Christian Bale.
Christian Bale. What movie was that again? Where he's a killer.
Oh,
American Psycho.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
Like he was trying to get caught, but by the end of
Yeah.
the movie, he didn't get. Spoiler, he
So-
didn't get caught.
Yeah, exactly. It's kind of
Yeah.
like I feel
But
like
he
that's
was
what's happening with
trying to.
R. Kelly. He's like, yo, like he's just putting it out there,
Yeah,
and it's like, yo, nobody's like,
no one's doing nothing.
no one's doing anything. Like I
Yeah.
can keep doing this.
It's
Like,
just it's like I'm gonna keep doing this, and then like someone catches him in the act. He looks
Yeah.
at them, they look at him, and they just
yo, let me
turn
just
their
pay
head.
you off.
Just-
Like, don't
yeah.
talk about it again. Wasn't
Yeah,
he paying
that's
people
scary.
off and shit?
not as much as you think.
Maybe.
Still,
I mean, even if he wasn't, that just goes to show that, like, yo, the steps he's willing to take to avoid even having deal with that conflict.
well, he also had like his mandems like go to malls to go find his girl, like the little kids.
I'm
that
just
he's
saying, see
going
the
for.
lengths he would go to just to
Yeah.
avoid having to even pay somebody out to like
Yeah,
not
that's
talk
crazy,
or
man.
nothing.
Mhm.
But even
That's why
then,
I
he's
say
probably
I-
still paying his boys and shit. Like,
Yeah.
that's literally everybody was still around him because he was like, yo,
He's still
R.
giving
Kelly
them
was
money.
popping.
he was
Yeah,
the
he was
a
still
cash
popping.
cow.
Yeah.
And it's like, yo, nobody's accusations are going through, so I guess we could still work here.
Yeah.
that's crazy, man.
I do personally feel like some of the people around him definitely just gave him up just because they were probably not making it
Over
anymore.
time, yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Because
Which
eventually,
is nasty in itself.
well, like
Yeah.
that's
I
how
swear
it
his
is.
brother said that like he knew about it or some shit.
I'm not surprised.
A lot of people knew
Yeah.
about it, and then even his brother
His-
was like,
I think
oh,
his wife,
his brother
too.
tried to take a shot at him and be like, "Yo, like, well, not a shot at him, but like he was trying to tell people everyone has a type, don't they?" And like it's almost like he was trying to condone it in a way.
Yeah, that was nasty still.
Yeah, I think his wife too. Like the way she answered the question was like, "Yeah, I had my suspicions, but I didn't really know."
Yeah,
It's like, come on, son.
because she didn't want to believe it.
Yeah.
You know, like especially when someone that close to you, you're trying not to believe it.
But, she probably I don't know if she really fell in love with the person who Robert Kelly, or she fell in love with R. Kelly. You know what I mean? Like she just fell in love with the fame and like the
Cause she was like a fan, wasn't
Yeah.
she? And then after like she had his kid and everything all
Yeah.
through all that, wasn't it?
yeah.
Cause I think I kind of remember.
and she was saying like how he would talk to her, like she's like she just couldn't believe it.
Mhm.
Like so she'll hear him talk, and hear what other people are saying, but there was no proof. So that
she would disregard it.
So she's like, all right, you know what? These were just making lies.
Typical media bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then it wasn't.
Crazy.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know. Yeah, that is. And when you hear shit like that, it makes you think like, yo, how can? At least for me, I'll listen to like, I hear certain other shit, and I'm like, bro, like, who? I mean, for sure, anybody could just lie, but it's like, man, like, for somebody to kind of come out against that, and like tell all that shit, yeah, that is kind of nerve wracking still. Cause yo, the dog, people revered R. Kelly. Who's gonna believe you over R. Kelly?
Mm-hmm. Facts, you know especially when he was hot. That was the issue.
A lie when the man was hot, you know, the can't say nothing.
Yeah. I'm like, I can't lie. Like
the man had the DVD when he peed on the little thing.
And still didn't get.
And then everyone's like, "Yo,
man's
we
heard
could
about it." And
it.
said, I mean, we're not seeing the tape, so I guess it's not happening. Like,
but she could have moved out the way if she didn't want to get.
But even when people saw the tape, they were like, "Shh, man, give us ignition."
That's so crazy to me, man. Like, I don't know. When I hear that shit, and it's like I look at it, I'm like, man, like, how can we ever like allow that to happen again? You know what I mean? That's just me.
Nah, you're for sure right about that. Yeah, no, that's crazy. Like, you know, if it turns out that this is all correct, under the prison, man, you shouldn't get out for
I'm
that.
pretty sure it's all correct. It's just weird how long
it took?
gotta be like just the legal process to do certain things is just so fucked. Like I remember like they found. You don't remember they said they knew where the girls were staying, but they just couldn't legally go inside the building and like take them.
Yeah, because there was no real proof to say there were any like they're held under their own against their will.
I swear the mom or dad had got the phone call and they found. I was like, yo, this is so crazy. They're right outside the building and they can't go.
Yeah,
like, I remember that.
I hear what
shit
you're
was
saying.
the Wild West.
I'll
crash that bitch and shoot up all mans in there and save my youth. Like,
you gotta get real justice. Fuck
I was surprised that the dad didn't bust in there and try to take her.
Yo, I will say over time, that's why I was starting to think. I'm like, bro, like how are the parents just so complacent? Like, was R. Kelly's music that sick? Or like, black parents were just like, yo, like, yeah, I guess you could just take my daughter, like, and just hang out. Like,
you think Michael Jackson did that shit?
No, because I swear
the kid came out.
Somebody did say like
the kid came out.
And said like it was a lie.
It was a lie.
That was only one kid though.
I hear you, but
But that was the main kid though.
Was it?
Yeah, I think that was
the one that got the payout.
Yeah, like he swear he got like later on.
It was just really the parents that were the masterminds.
Yo, it had to have been, man.
Yeah.
Like.
And here, you know, people are always gonna try to.
You know what's
help
unfortunate? It's weird. The fact that he he slept in the same bed as kids.
That part's weird. That part 100%
He's inviting
weird.
these kids to his house where like he has an amusement park.
Like he set himself up for that one.
That's a big setup for himself.
Like he set himself up for that one where it's like, yo, it's easy to finesse this guy. It's like, yo, even my little cousins, I'm not even trying to have them sleep in the same bed as me.
Yeah, nah.
So why am I gonna allow another person's kid?
Not even like on a strange thing. It's just like, yo,
you're old enough.
You know what I'm saying?
Like you're not a baby.
Yeah.
Like after a certain age, you're like, all right, you're grown enough where you have to like sleep on your ones.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, unless you're still compassionate if they're scared. Right,
well, that's different. Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? But if you just crawl
like an everyday thing, it's like, yo, take time.
Crawling into your cousin's bed is nasty. Yo, scooch over, little cousin, man. I'm kind of tired.
You're half asleep. You just feel
Michael doing, man.
You're half asleep. You hear little
like
cousin.
it makes you think, what the hell is Michael really doing? Because you don't really feel comfortable like going into the next person's bed.
Yo, that kid probably went home. He's like, mom and dad, like their parents, like, how was it? Oh, you know, it's good. We went to the music park and this and that.
Michael slept with us.
You know, Michael slept with us.
What?
Huh?
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
What do you mean he slept with you? You know, he let sleep in the same bed as him.
Yeah, he slept on the edge.
You know, the bed's so big, so like, you know, it
We
felt
made
like a
Michael
bunch of
sleep
his
at the
kids.
bottom of the bed.
Crawled under the sheets. I don't know what to tell you.
That's bugging, bro. Like he set himself up for that one.
Like, yeah, that's unexplainable still. Like,
I'm saying, bro.
yeah, they gotta scratch your beard and be like,
So, Michael, how comes he's sleeping in the bed with you? I just wanted him to feel comfortable.
hey, man, it's a big house.
Keep him safe, guys.
Yeah, literally. It's a big house. I've been told it's a little haunted, so I didn't want these kids to be scared.
So it's like, Michael, why didn't you just like set up like little blanket spots for them? You know, small bed.
Yeah, enough questions.
That's all for today.
Enough questions.
Damn, yo, R.I.P. Michael, but R. Kelly, I don't know what to say about that guy,
Yo, if I couldn't listen to Michael Jackson, I don't know, man.
What?
If it turned out like, imagine if like, not even imagine, but like, let's say like all that was true about Michael, and you can't listen to Michael Jackson. Like, you know, if you're taking your standpoint on it, like, yo,
Yeah,
don't listen to Michael.
Anybody could get it.
Fuck.
Anybody can get it.
Michael though,
and that's why I'm like, yo, cancel culture ain't real right now, bro. Because look at it like this: Michael Jackson has the accusations out there. He didn't get
But
canceled.
the difference is with that is that like, nah, that's a wild take. The difference with that is that like,
Man's like,
we
Jason's
just
still
said it.
bumping R. Kelly.
The fucking kid just came out and admitted that it wasn't true.
As soon as
Well, no, but
like,
that was like years later
I'm
after
just
Michael
saying,
died.
though,
but
like,
as soon
at
as
the
you see
same-
one string unraveling,
Yeah, it's
just
like,
pull
okay,
that
then it's
shit.
But that's the thing. Like, people are still bumping Michael even during that whole thing. Man's are still using
Yo,
Thriller
but
as
that was
Halloween.
an earlier
wave.
time. Yo, fam, are you trying to tell me right now that if Robert is to get like let out or not found guilty on all this, his career is gonna be the same?
Yeah,
Yo, Jason's still bumping his music.
but hold on,
Okay,
it's not. It wasn't even the same when it got discovered that
But
he was in
no,
trouble.
but even at the same time, at the times where it was, he was still dropping like low like music here and there.
like the last time he dropped was what, like 2014, 2013?
Regardless, Jason, it's been happening for years since like the
Yeah.
early 2000s. That's
Yeah.
14
To
years or 90s. That's like 15, close to 20 years.
Yeah, his career wouldn't be the same.
I'm
nah.
just saying though, despite everything we know right now, and saying cancel culture isn't real,
Yeah.
he's not gonna come out of this and have the same career after. He literally, his whole career is fucked. It is canceled. What do you like?
Well, hold on. And it was found, like you're saying, if it was found that everything,
Like,
was
all
a
charges
lie
are dropped?
and all charges are dropped.
Yeah.
Nah, I think people still like be.
Are you?
buying-
His career is not taking off.
Well, it's not
What?
taking.
It's not taking
taking
off.
off.
No, but it's not gonna
But people
be
will
the
still
same.
People will listen to his
Bro, I'm
music.
telling you, he's not gonna be. Yo, nobody's
Wait,
gonna.
hold on. Listen
No,
to what
no,
you're saying. Just listen to what you're saying for a second. You're saying that if it turns out that R. Kelly was right, he didn't do any of those things. You're saying his career would still take a hit?
Yes,
No,
fam.
doesn't even make sense.
I guarantee it. It
Doesn't even
would.
make
It
sense.
would not. It
Because
would.
everybody would be like, "Oh shit, I knew he didn't do it."
And then you think he's gonna go? Oh, yo, everyone's
He's not dropping nothing, but
Yo,
like everything, all his hits, like people would play it.
People will play it, but his career.
Like,
is
the
not
radio
going
might
Yeah,
even
it'd
play
be
it
popping again. Just be hearing.
I don't think it'll be popping again. It's still kind of weird. The fact that his name was associated with all that weird
Bro.
shit, he's not. Yo,
I
nobody's
can-
gonna feel comfortable playing his shit.
I could see the radio being like, "I knew that shit wasn't real. Let's play that Step in the Name of the Love." Bow. If it turns out that all that was like
Happy
just
people.
think about it. Like, yo, you know that he.
I literally am thinking about it. His name is brought up around so much weird shit.
You're saying that his
Who's
name would
gonna
have
fu-
so much shame.
Of course, who the fuck is gonna? That's so weird. That's so weird. Regardless, and I'm not saying that
Even
like
though it's all lies.
okay.
Even, like, this is all hypothetical, by the way.
Let me be
Let's
more
clear. It's all
Let
hypothetical.
me be more specific. Let's say
Yeah.
like Robert got off the same way how kind of like
Bill Cosby?
Cosby got off,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Like, more of like a technicality.
Like a technicality kind of thing.
That's not the same.
then
Okay,
that'll
but-
be different. So.
it's like, yo, it's speculation.
Well, I mean, that's what I'm going.
Yeah, that's what you're
obviously,
trying
but
to say? Okay,
but
okay, okay. All right.
That's never gonna happen where he's gonna get cleared of everything and everyone's like, it's a lie, it's a lie.
yeah,
That's never
yeah.
gonna happen. I thought you niggas would like hear me like that.
Yeah.
No, I'm talking about if everything was to like drop or whatever, like
Yeah.
boom, nothing happened to him. His career is not going
Oh,
anywhere.
yeah, no. it's
His
not-
name is
yeah,
too
that's
attached to so
different.
much fucked up shit that
Yeah,
is
that's different.
no one's gonna feel comfortable like still playing his shit.
Yeah. I thought what you were trying to say is if, like, you know, they went through all the evidence.
extensive shit. No,
Yeah,
we live in
and then
reality.
found
This
it was,
is
you
not
know.
makeup planned, yo. Like,
What do you mean? In
Huh?
court, they go through all the evidence.
But I'm just saying, in real life, do you really think everything that happened in all those years would have ever even?
Like, come up? Yeah, everything's
No,
not
I
coming
mean
up, but,
in the
like, you
sense
know,
of like
they're
everything
going-
being a lie. I'm saying I'm just playing off of the perspective that I was telling you. I wasn't going off of perfect land, yo. Everybody was lying. Robert was actually really innocent. Nah, I'm saying like in reality,
there's still some speculation.
Yeah, no matter what, in reality, there's still some weird shit. He's not. Yeah, that was my take.
I mean, and that's the same shit with Michael.
What?
There's still speculation on whether or not he really did that. Like, yeah, one kid said, that didn't really happen, but based on what we've seen and all the facts that are in front of us, it looks like that's what happened.
Well, I mean, right now there's no trial.
Yeah, there's no trial because he's dead.
He's dead. I mean, what else can you even?
Because now it's just everything's one sided at that point. Because it's like Michael's not there to defend himself.
Yeah.
To be like, well, nah, this is the proof to show I didn't do this, and this. Yeah. It's just more the people that are accusing him is like they gotta hug it.
Yeah.
They're like right now they're at the point it's like, yo, we just gotta hug this. Like after mans are still bumping MJ during Halloween and everything.
Every year.
And then even if they did get like molested and everything, low key it's like the trauma they just gotta hug the rest of their life now. Knowing that high key he's not being actually like prosecuted to like the public eye, because technically to the public, people forget that like all that like kid stuff that happened. It's just all about the music and everything. All the other stuff like that happened afterwards, like all glossed over. They're like, all right, we don't need to talk about this part of history.
Yeah,
we're just gonna talk about this part here when he was fully black,
like his death
and his transition. Yeah, because he wasn't alive long enough for his name to be, I feel like, tarnished enough at that point.
Yeah.
Because look at Britney right now. Britney Spears.
I mean, Britney, that's crazy, bro.
Britney's going through bear stuff right now.
I didn't look into it too in depth, but based on what I heard, like the summary I heard, how her dad controls all her money throughout like her whole career.
Her decisions and stuff like that.
Yeah, and that's what caused her to like, break down and go bald.
That's why she married like I think Kevin Federline to like basically stick it to him.
Yeah. And then that guy ended up taking her money.
Yeah.
That's the most unfortunate thing. That's just a sad thing.
Yeah. But, like, look at someone like her where it's like, it made it seem like she's crazy.
But what I want to know is, contractually, did her dad have control over all her assets? Or is it just like her dad just mentally fucked with her?
Definitely a combination of both.
Yeah. I was going to say it's like he had, like, his name on, like, a lot of stuff. He had his name on, like, her accounts to control, like, all that stuff.
She was like a child star and, like,
so did it
as an adult, you're there trying to make the best decisions, but then, her dad definitely just got greedy with it and said, yo, listen, like, I know what to do.
Alright. It's like, this is my money.
Why am I trusting my youngest daughter to make the decisions? And then who knows, from there it's probably just all manipulation and saw the money coming in and it's like, yo, I'm not trying to have her fuck this up when she gets older, so I'll make her sign this shit and she ain't never gonna know. Because
sad,
it's your dad. You're gonna think he's doing the best for what's best for you.
Literally.
If you're Justin Timberlake, do you feel bad?
Nah. In what way?
Cry Me a River?
Nah.
That was about Britney. I mean, it didn't affect her. Did it affect her career?
No, but like the thing is, though,
did he say she cheated on her?
She cheated on him or something like that. Yeah.
I mean, as Justin Timberlake, I don't think I'd feel bad.
Yeah.
I feel bad about the situation, but I wouldn't feel like.
You wouldn't you be like, damn, that's what she was going through, unless you knew.
Nah, because like it's their relationship. You know what I mean?
If I knew that's what she was going through,
nah, because she still.
I would feel bad. I can't.
Right?
I wouldn't feel bad just because you're
heartless.
Nah, that's not being heartless. It's that she's making her own decisions, and on that relationship, all the other stuff that's happening, the man can't control that. And then
I hear you.
And like you can't like, and then the man got hurt. And the man made a track about
That's what I'm saying. All I would do is just feel bad, like, oh, damn, that sucks. I didn't even know.
It would be more than like a second, like an afterthought, like, damn, that's what it was. All right.
Oh, well, I made that song. So
that makes me feel a little bit better, actually. If I'm Justin, it wasn't me; it was her.
I mean, yeah. And if you want to go back to thinking that old way, you could be like, yo, like. Well, she had it coming.
Damn.
If you're Justin, like
that's more cold-hearted than me.
If you're Justin at that time,
That's so hilarious.
Like at that time, if you're Justin,
imagine Justin looking at his phone, looking at the news article, smiling.
what goes around comes back around. I thought I told you. Hey.
Yo, that's fucking hilarious.
Sorry,
bro.
Brittany.
That is so funny, man.
Holy,
So I'm just saying, at that time, if you had known and you dropped 2 banging tracks, yo, come on, you gotta be on your heartless wave at that point.
For sure.
You made 2 songs about that situation.
And both of them were bangers.
And they were both hits.
Yeah.
Come on.
Everyone knows it too.
At that point, if you heard that she was going through a show, you would have been like, not my problem.
So Brittany, that sucks. So Brittany was going through all her stuff.
Yeah.
And then she was hearing Justin on the radio. Oof. And she's like, damn.
She could even drop a diss track because her dad probably was like, nah, that's not where the money is.
Like she probably recorded it that night.
Yeah, she probably recorded everything and had everything set to go.
She said, what? Okay.
And then this guy said, no, are you crazy? You can't perform this at concerts.
Crazy.
No.
He said, this is for women empowerment. He's like, what?
Nah. But that's in the back.
The bag's not there.
This guy probably looking at him and be like, didn't you cheat though? Yeah, trust me.
Yo, that'd be rough, yo. Because if your dad's just being real with you like that, it's like, shit.
Just bringing all facts when you're upset.
Yeah, you're not supporting me. You're just going to side with this guy. I don't care if I did something wrong.
It's like, hey, man, I'm about this money. I don't. You think I care about you and your sister?
Oh, man.
That's crazy.
That's sad.
Or she's slowly breaking out. So, shout out to her for doing her thing.
Yo, no, I actually hope she gets out of that shit because, she's an old,
she's like in the 40s
not old
now,
lady,
right?
but like,
she looks run down to me personally. I seen this post the other day.
Yo, she's depressed, bro. What do you mean run down?
I mean, she been looking bad since she went bald.
No, she's aging, not gracefully. She's aging white people-y. Like when I seen like a picture, someone showed us side by side, and they're like, "Oh, she's aging gracefully." I was like, "Where?"
So weird.
You guys are seeing it right now.
I gotta see this.
I mean,
nothing.
If I'm being honest, she never really looked good to me.
Yeah, like she was never like on the top of the list for me, but she looks the same.
She's 39, almost 40.
Does she look 39, almost 40?
Yeah, for a white person.
Exactly.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, she didn't look like any older.
You know what I'm saying? It's not like she Jada Pinkett or something like that.
Well, but we already know how black people age. Look at like
True.
Queen Latifah. Look at Beyonce. Look at Jay-Z. Even someone like Obama. These people are aging well for black people.
Obama got better with the salt and pepper look.
Because you remember, the man was stressed out from the office. Beer stress. Man went in with black hair. Came out with white.
Strong black hair. You think he just dyed it while he was running?
Nah.
Nah, man, I don't know. Because he did look really, really young when his hair was all black.
That's true.
He had a lot of energy. He was full. Look, he had a fall of
Presidency's
hope.
running some time, like what, 6 years?
No,
4 year per term.
He did 8 years.
Yeah.
Beautiful. So that's a long time if you think about it.
Almost a decade.
Yeah, that is a long time. And
Yeah,
when
'cause
you
it made
approach
me-
that age,
It really made me think, I'm like, yo, Trump was in office,
4 years.
4 years.
and that 4 years was some time ago.
Felt long.
Felt long.
When did he get out of
not
office?
feel long, but like it felt like
A lot of stuff
like I
happened.
remembered that time, and that time just did feel that kind of long. He got
did
into
feel
office, what, 20?
You know why it felt long, though?
I think he got in
16?
2016 around that time.
It felt long because he was always in the news.
Yeah.
He would always, it wouldn't be, there
Man
wouldn't
was
be,
always
a,
on
there wouldn't be a
Twitter.
break. Like, there would be a break from Obama. Like, he didn't do nothing crazy. He didn't say nothing crazy, so you'd forget about it.
Yeah, like
But
Obama would say something
when you're
funny and that
when you're
lasts
go-
for a couple months.
Yeah.
Really?
When you're always
'Cause,
getting
yo,
that
when
update.
Obama left office, I was like, damn, he was there for a minute. I'm like, damn, he was there for 8 years.
Yeah.
Like that was insane to me at the
When
time.
did he get elected? 2008?
I think
2009?
2008.
Wait, I'm tripping.
When he
It was like
get into
2000
office?
It was like 2008
When he got into office?
when
yeah, I
he
might be
became
tripping.
president. It was 2008.
Yeah, it was around that. It was like somewhere around.
Was it
Maybe?
2008?
It was 2008 because he left 2016, and then Trump took over, and then
What
Trump
was
left
Katrina?
2020.
Katrina was 06.
Yeah, it was 2008. Did the math make
And
sense?
then after, yeah, that's what I was saying. Because I remember like
He knocked out George Bush.
the whole turmoil of Bush was just crazy, and then you know, like he was bound to lose,
Mm-hmm.
and that's why I kind of remembered it. But yeah, oh wait.
But Bush did a second term. That's the only reason why you couldn't run again. Because America, they only allow you to do back-to-back
Trump
terms.
felt longer than Obama. It felt longer.
I don't know.
I forget it was 2008. Like I know, like when I think about it, like yeah, he was in office for 8 years. I'm like, yo, thinking back on that time, it was like a breeze. But when you think about Trump, it's like, yo,
that's what I'm saying. When I
a lot happened because Trump dealt with like all the trying to build a wall. Then the man had the COVID year,
and he banned every Muslim.
That's what I'm saying.
That was actually an insane move.
Yo, this guy was trying to
putting the Mexicans in the in those concentration camps or like those like I don't even know what they were.
Like holding
like makeshift holdings.
Yeah.
I think they're called ice camps or whatever.
Something like that.
Oh,
I will say, man,
Trump was wild,
rapists.
Huh?
Calling them all rapists and fucking.
Yo, he was nuts. I will
criminals.
Say.
That's crazy, man.
I will say though, American politics did get boring after he left.
Oh, for sure.
It's like
he definitely like.
It's like back to regular scheduled
trying to finesse each other.
Racism.
Yeah,
and
it's kind of like he lost that bit of
that little flavor.
You know what I'm saying?
Like I can't lie, it just made me. It kind of just opened my eyes
to the bullshit.
Nah,
I was already aware of the bullshit.
Yeah,
but it was just more so like how quiet the bullshit was when there wasn't somebody fucking up. Cause like,
well, I say publicly fucking up. Because like a lot of those politicians are not as much into like the public eye.
No,
as much as like Trump is.
Fam, some politicians are actually getting like, will still fuck up, and you hear about it here and there. But that's about as far as it went. With Trump, it's like this guy wouldn't shut up, and it's like all of him not shutting up just unraveled so much more other things, and like you saw who's who or what's what, like for instance, this is out the window. Guaranteed, if Trump was a likable president, or you know, just as quiet, let's just say as Obama or something, and during this Epstein thing was going on, guarantee his name would have just brushed right over that.
And that's saying that he didn't say all the stupid things that he said?
This is saying that, yeah, he didn't say nothing. He's actually been, let's say, a good president.
Well, not good, but just quiet.
Just quiet. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like a Bush kind of like, like nonchalant, like, okay.
Yeah, because you would just have the people that voted for you behind you.
Yeah, and all I'm saying is, to me, as an example, as I said, like, his name being attached with like Jeffrey Epstein or something.
Hold on.
That opened up a whole new kind of like who, like, why is the president hanging out with this guy type shit? Or, you know, I feel like if it was like a likable president or something, stuff like that kind of get breezed by, because, you know, who knows? You could easily just say like, yo, you're the president. You meet so much people, and people meet you, and you didn't know.
Yeah.
You know what though?
But you know that Trump is a weirdo, and it's like, oh, him and Epstein are weird guy. Like, they're good friends or whatever. They
mesh well together.
And it's like, oh, well, that's a whole new kind of worms. And it's, I don't know, to me at least, when I see it.
And then he kept talking throughout the whole time too, where he, like, 1 minute he's saying that, oh, I don't know who that guy is.
Yeah, and then he
never hung out with him. And then people were posting photos, and he's like, oh, I do recall that night.
I think it would still be bad, because eventually he would have to talk, because the start of his election was bad because they thought there was collusion with Russia.
Yeah.
And they said there was.
Yeah, they ended up saying eventually that there was.
Yeah. So that stuff would come back up into light, as it did when they discovered it was all true.
I hear you. But I feel like it wouldn't have mattered because he's out of office.
I mean, it still matters.
Like, it matter, but like it won't matter as much.
It just won't be as big publicly.
That's what I mean. But then, okay, so say like that happened. Let's say that happened after, and there's a new president. It's not gonna matter because nobody cares about the past president. All the people, if anything, people just be like, "Yo, we're not gonna vote for him."
That matters.
No, it matters.
Yeah.
Now
I hear what you're trying to say.
Comparison
I hear what you're
I'm
trying to say.
is,
I hear what you're trying to say, but like, it matters because, like, you know, that's another country affecting your votes, affecting your election, making, you know,
it's making a joke, like a mockery of like your what's it called, of
that,
like of your system, basically.
That, and just, you know, discovering how much influence they have.
Yeah. Because especially for America, you don't want information leaking out to be like, yo, Russia has control over who's the president.
Yeah.
Because America's gonna be like, yo, that's gonna make us look like we're gonna look like pussies.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
y'all speaking facts. But I guess what I was trying to say is, if this happened all after Trump was not president, I don't think it'll get it doesn't get as much tension.
Yeah, definitely not.
As it would if it was somebody who was currently the president.
Oh yeah, you're right about that.
Think about it, man.
No, literally,
It's
look
true.
at it. It's not.
It's even when what's his name, Bill Clinton was cheating on his wife. It was only so big just because he was president at the time.
Yeah,
for sure. For
Like,
sure that.
who
For
gives
sure
a
that.
fuck?
For sure that.
Pretty sure this guy's still cheating on his wife.
Yo, and that's what I'm saying. Like at the end of the day, it's like it's not gonna make that much of a difference because optic wise, people don't hold somebody who isn't like considered the leader of like the free world to that standard, yo. Like, oh, okay, fine. Like, you're not the president anymore. You're just some guy who used to be the president. Now deal with your own shit on the side. All that shit I feel is like a segment, a 60-minute segment or some shit.
Yeah.
Whereas like if it was like the actual president or some shit, that's all over the news. That's all over headlines. That's like, oh, in today's this and that, this current president is only the president because of.
All right. Yeah.
Like the person representing the company, the country is messing up in front of everyone.
Like, oh, look how flawed your system is. Well, like, yeah, we know now.
Yeah.
Because it's all like bare research and the dude's not the president anymore.
Yeah, and then it's on that new president to clean up that mess.
Exactly. So now
so it's basically erasing the past of the old president.
Exactly. So now you as the new president, you're gonna look at it like, well, I'm gonna make sure that doesn't happen to me, or at least again to anybody else.
Yeah.
So I don't think it'd be, that big of like public, like, I don't know what knowledge or people would care that much, because it's like, yo, it optic wise, nobody gives a fuck to that degree.
Yeah.
Unless you're a fan of the person.
Unless you're a fan of politics or that person.
Because, like, even look at, like, all those, I forget what they call them, but something boys, like those people that are, like, really.
The Proud Boys?
Yeah, whatever they're called. That are really behind Trump. Like, you don't hear nothing about them anymore.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, all
they're
that shit
relevant
just
now.
died out.
They're relevant.
They're still there. It's just like, they went back inside because, like,
they
the
lost.
person in charge ain't with them anymore.
Mm-hmm. But that's how it usually is with those kind of things, because it's like you're only relevant when the spotlight's on you.
Yeah.
And Trump knew it himself. That's why anytime the man had the light on him, the man just went, man, he's reckless.
Buck wild.
The man went buck wild because he's like, yo, this 4 years,
yeah,
I'm cementing myself in history. And let me
one way or another.
So let me leave my mark on this so people don't forget me.
I think that was the funniest part about his presidency, was that, like, I felt like people took it as a joke at first, and then they're like, oh, okay, like, he's kind of winning.
Yeah.
And then after they were like, and then I feel like the racist people were like, yo, wait, he's actually talking some facts. And then after, that's how he won. I personally feel like the niggas who voted for him didn't believe in him at first until more and more people started showing that, like, yeah, he has some promise.
The poor white man's,
Because,
poor white people.
Who was he running up against? He was running up against somebody
Hillary
else.
Clinton.
Yeah,
Hillary Clinton. No, like, who was somebody in his party that he was running against?
The guy Obama beat.
That's what I'm saying.
McLean or something.
McLean,
like that.
yeah. Like, I think more people were.
That's sad.
I think people were more would have weighed more, or at least I feel like his people were like probably more comfortable with McCain, if anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
at first before he started gaining a voice and traction. Like
he was more conservative.
I mean, McCain just seemed like the type of conservative person that would just like literally keep things conservative.
Yeah.
Whereas Trump was like, yo, like
shaking shit up,
like, yo, change this and
crazy.
Yo, nuts. So I think like niggas was like, yo, like he's actually
got caught
gonna
up in the moment.
They got amped, yo. They're like, yo, we need this guy.
Yeah, they're like, yo, this guy's actually gonna make a change. Like, this is what we're like. I think that's what happened, and then I don't think anybody expected him to really win, and I think that's the anomaly, low key.
I mean, if he had any sense, and if you like, you knew his past ventures.
Because I swear he has no background in like politics really.
He doesn't. He just knows business.
And I mean, some people say he doesn't even do that well.
Well, yeah, he has bailouts and stuff like that. He has friends with a lot of money, and as he said, he got a small loan of like what $10 million from his dad.
He's really good at marketing his name, though.
Yeah,
but isn't that because of his dad's name?
Basically,
like his dad did all that before him.
Yeah, like Trump Tower and all that.
Mm-hmm. He just kind of piggybacked.
He did a good job. Yeah, he did a good job keeping it in media.
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah. Better than Paris Hilton. The Hilton,
you're right.
The Hilton Towers.
Yo, I don't know. Whenever I hear Paris Hilton, I never think like Hilton Towers, Hilton Hotel, all that. I always think like she fucked up.
Like she just fucked up. Like,
no, I think she's still out there doing her thing though.
She is though. Yeah,
but you don't. Better. But you don't think about like what she has behind her.
Yeah, whereas she Trump, has a huge legacy.
Whereas Trump, I used to think about like the Trump Tower that I used to see in Toronto.
Yeah,
I think I would think about. Even though I didn't know his businesses, but like I would just know that he was that name just associated with some form of business.
Yeah.
Like when I found out that Paris Hilton was in relation to the Hilton Tower hotels and shit, I was like, would have never guessed or passed me.
Mind boggling. Yeah.
I feel like for Paris Hilton, what's gonna end up happening though is just gonna kind of skip over her for like this stuff when like when your parents try to pass things down to you.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it's gonna end up being. Well, she doesn't. Well, she didn't. I don't know what
she
now.
has siblings, right?
I think so.
Yeah, I think she has other siblings.
So it might be them carrying the name, and then she's just the face of like things,
Nah, she's not even a face of anything but herself for her own shit.
Yeah,
she literally is just that
brought shame.
I don't think it's shame. I think she was just literally
shame, bro.
No, there's no shame in their shit. They're that.
She was looking kind of crazy out here.
They were that rich that it's like, yo, our daughter just does whatever she wants.
She's looking kind of crazy out here, though.
She just had a sex tape, and that was it, right?
That was probably the wildest thing she ever did.
Yeah, but that's when everyone was doing a sex tape in Hollywood.
Yeah, I guess.
Was everybody doing that?
I think so.
I think you were paying attention a little too hard.
Nah.
Yeah. Somebody did their research. What?
Literally, that's what I'm saying. He's definitely had those LimeWire links, yo.
Nah, those are viruses. You can't be downloading porn off of LimeWire. That's mud.
I don't know. You're the one that said all these people had.
Hey man, it was a thing back then. But
what I'm saying is, I don't know. When you come from like when your family does such like has a respectable business, and then like you have like that black sheep. It's the reason why they have that term or that name, black sheep. Like they're just out of the ordinary, and they're different. They're a stain on the name.
I don't think Paris Hilton was a stain though. Like I don't think they entrusted her to do anything but just to live
her life.
And even if she did didn't want to do it, I don't think she was doing anything crazy to like fuck up their name. Because all she did was just be rich.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like all you just heard her name, Paris Hilton is whatever this award is. And it's like, when you think about it, it's like, how did she even get her name out? Like, was she really that popular?
She just knew everyone in Hollywood.
That's what I'm saying. Like, she probably just right place in the right time. She was just ahead of way before like social media and shit. So she probably just literally knew everybody.
Wasn't she on I swear she was also like on MTV.
I don't know,
man. I just know she had a bunch of rich friends,
and she just did like rich people stuff where it's like,
she didn't act.
Mm-hmm.
Nope. She was literally
she allegedly sang or rap, and she got signed to YMCMB.
Huh?
Yeah.
Everyone gets signed to them.
Yep. There was a time where YMCMB was signing everybody, and they signed Paris Hilton. I don't remember, but I think it was shortly shortly after or before Busta Rhymes came on.
Oh, YMCMB?
Yeah. You don't remember that either.
I
I'm
don't
telling you,
remember
there was
Busta being on that.
a
I remember
point
they were signing bare people, and Paris Hilton actually just slipped my mind.
That's crazy.
because in my head I'm like, yo, what is she doing? And I think she didn't even make she didn't even sing or nothing. I think she was actually just quote unquote DJing.
You think that was just like a way for her to stay in the mix?
I think that's just her being rich and knowing people.
Just doing stuff, because what else?
Right.
What else is she doing?
What else can she do when you're
what?
rich?
Money's
Well,
not
you're
really
right.
a problem for her because she already got that, and that's
One
the majority of the problems for most people.
One thing
is having money.
I always think about is once you reach a certain place in life and you have a certain amounts, the only thing you have variety is the spice of life at that point.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Try new things, do things differently, think differently.
Travel.
You know?
at least while she's at a young age.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It only
I
makes
think
sense.
I think
Honestly,
she's still in her 30s.
you think about that. It only
Yeah, I'm
makes
just
sense
saying
she
that
had to die,
right now she could probably just be in the middle of settling down or at least trying to settle down.
Mm-hmm.
She got kids.
I wouldn't doubt if she.
I don't think so.
I
Look it
don't
up.
think she does, but I wouldn't doubt if she.
Or even
in the
adopted
middle
kids?
of being married or something.
I don't know about
Engaged.
adopted kids,
I
but
can't see Paris Hilton adopting a youth. I don't know.
that would be. Well, I can
Unless
see her
her-
doing it just for the aesthetic of it.
I will say though, it'd be I don't follow up with her, but it'd be interesting to see if some people or celebrities might just change their whole life around and actually be better people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel it'd be funny to see Paris Hilton do that. It's like, oh, yo, look, she's actually, she's a humanitarian for all of a sudden.
Kind of like Kim Kardashian.
Nah, kind of just like I don't know, man. I don't know what to describe this whole 180, but just something you wouldn't expect her to do. Like, when you think Paris Hilton, you just think something pink, chihuahua.
Like Legally Blonde.
So yeah, just some blonde shit. But then I feel like it'd be funny to see her whole life spin around where she's like, yo, I'm a brunette now. I
I hear what you're saying.
I have
Yeah.
taste in certain things like fucking home decor and all that bullshit, or fucking house interior design.
Yeah.
It'd be funny. That's what I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah, it says she doesn't have any kids, but she's 40 right now.
Yeah.
She's
She's
40.
With, she's with
Yeah.
somebody. Yeah.
Yeah, she's like a little yeah.
Because
That-
when we were in middle school and stuff, she was what? I guess hitting her early 20s.
Mid-20s.
Or I don't think mid 20s, maybe 20, 21, 22.
So she's 40. It was 20 years ago, right?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Isn't that
Yeah. Yeah.
She's early 20s.
isn't her mid-20s or at least mid-30s?
Yeah, you're right. So my math is kind of off. So, but she was doing her thing back then, and she was turning up. So,
I just always remember seeing her and Nicole Richie doing things.
mhm.
I don't think anybody remembers Nicole Richie.
It's Lionel Richie's
Got me
daughter.
Look around the room.
That meme always makes me laugh. That's not actually his daughter, is it?
I'm pretty sure it is.
Nicole Richie.
Yeah, Nicole Richie's is his daughter.
No fucking way.
Nicole Richie.
Jeez. Oh yeah, it looks like it is.
Yeah, Lionel
yeah.
Richie's daughter.
Yeah.
I'm fucking dead. I thought that wasn't his daughter the whole.
No, that's his daughter. So she was
She an
living
actor?
the. Huh?
She an actor?
I think so. I think she used to be.
Let's see. She was fashion designer and actress. She was in TV series The Simple Life.
She was in some things.
And she's one of Paris Hilton's friends.
Yeah.
But either way,
Is that what it says online?
what?
Is that what it says online?
Oh yeah, it says
One of Paris Hilton's friends. Imagine
alongside
that
her
being
childhood friend.
That's
and,
on your resume.
oh no, so what's her name? So Paris Hilton was also in The Simple Life. I don't know what The Simple Life is even
No
about.
idea.
I was gonna say it's not the good life.
I'm about to
What
let's
a
see.
sweet life.
So The Simple Life 3.9 out of 10. It's on. It's on Amazon Prime.
That's
Oh,
crazy.
that is that. When did the show come out though?
This came out in 2003, and it ran for 4 years.
Definitely not popping.
So
no way.
it
I was
says
young. I would have remembered that.
it says Paris and Nicole move into a.
Oh, it was a reality show.
I don't know. I think they're actually playing characters.
Oh.
Yeah. So it says they move in with a letting family in a small town of Arkansas.
I swear this was a show. I swear they had a reality
no
show where they
idea.
would do random shit together.
I have no idea, bro. I didn't pay attention to them at all.
You know what's funny about all this is how we ended up talking about Paris Hilton. I know how, but it's funny.
Yeah, we just went down that rabbit hole.
You're
but-
comparing Paris Hilton and Trump. And how Trump represented the family more than she did. That's funny.
Both did crazy shit.
Well, I guess sticking on the topic of white people,
Okay.
did you guys see the thing with Kelly Clarkson with her divorce?
No.
I kind of briefly went over it.
What happened?
Like, she has to pay out lawyer fees and
Yeah, the lawyer fees. She has to
Actually,
pay
yes, I did hear that.
$2.3 million per year,
Yeah, I did.
spousal support,
Yeah, I did
and
hear
also
that.
child support.
Yeah, I did. Hear
child support. He got the child.
So it looks like he's getting the kids.
that. Yeah, I did hear that. I mean, it's,
That's interesting.
They get married in L.A.
Uh,
Probably if it got split like that.
I don't
She has
even
to pay
know.
him.
But like, she's making the most money out of the
only makes
relationship. You
sense.
know,
Yeah.
it's whoever makes the most money is the one that has to do the spousal support.
What
Because
did her lawyer do?
they couldn't do anything. What can you do when you're making the money and there's no
Prenup,
prenup?
like Dr. Dre.
And then he's also saying like, yo, he probably accepted the role of the house husband.
I rate it. You see?
You rate that?
You see how things can work for if you're the house husband?
You rate that?
Being a house husband?
Yeah.
Why not?
Now you're getting 2.3 mil a year.
Come on.
What's wrong with being a house husband? Tell me what you don't like about being a house husband. Or what do you think would happen if you were the house husband?
It's not about something happening. It's just like the status that you show out in public. Like,
It's not in public.
I mean, if you're
It's a
that,
pride. It seems like it's a pride thing.
yeah,
That's all it is.
yeah.
And if you
If you
if
have
your
no,
pride is too high, then
it's not about too high.
It
If
is.
you as a man.
Why can't a man like me be at home while my wife makes the most money and I chill and make sure that the whole place is.
No, it's not saying that it can't happen.
But I'm just
Sure,
saying
it does happen.
But I'm just
as a
saying,
matter of
like
fact.
at that
But,
point,
like,
you
that's
gave
just-
me a role, one, and who said I want to be that active?
That's just weak, man.
I'm just saying. So yeah, it's a pride thing.
That's weak.
Because now you gotta look at Kelly Clarkson's now ex-husband.
Yeah.
He's getting $200,000 a month, right?
And if you got separated from your girl, you're gonna say, yo, I don't make this, but you make this, so I'm gonna take millions from you. Nah, man, that's weak.
Because remember, they're taking care. They're basically making sure that you live a certain lifestyle.
That's
It's the same
weak,
thing.
man.
It's the same thing for men, where like when you take a
Yeah,
woman,
man, if you want to
and you have a
refuse the
lifestyle.
money, you can always refuse the money.
yeah, you can refuse
Like,
it.
I'm not. Yeah, like yeah, refuse it.
I definitely would.
Yeah,
You would? I wouldn't
I
refuse it.
wouldn't.
I'm hugging that.
I'm hugging all that money.
I'm hugging that.
Shit.
Because
Nah.
she gonna be living nice. She has a TV show. She has a daytime show, which comes on Monday to Friday. You got her music.
First off, I wouldn't be in that position where, like, you know, if we had to split, I'd have to, like, you know,
So you're trying to pay spousal support.
no.
That's
but,
literally
like, you
what
know,
I'm saying. Like,
when we if that turns out that's the case, then, you know, hit whatever. But best case scenario, you guys go your separate ways, and that's it. Like, you
well,
know,
let's think about worst case scenario. You're
worst
the nigga
case scenario,
and you lose. You
and
want to pay the
lose and
money.
you have to pay it. Shit happens. That's how it usually is.
I'm
That's
not
how it
paying.
usually is.
Yo,
That's you as a man having to provide, but
so you're saying the woman shouldn't provide?
shouldn't.
I'm just
Nah.
saying, if she want to provide,
No, yeah, she could, yeah,
If
for
she wanna
sure.
provide,
But
then, yo,
if you's
provide.
the man, and you're saying, yo, I gotta get this girl to provide for me, that's weak, man.
no, I'm saying if she wants to provide for me and I get to chill home,
And
I'm
then you
down
guys
for it.
separate, and it's like, nah, I can't live without what you have. You got to provide for me. That's weak.
Yo, the man got his money. Time is money, man. He must have put in a lot of time, lived a certain life, and said, "So you want me to just go back to the trenches?" Nah,
You ain't
like,
sending me back to the
nah,
hood.
yeah, like you're not putting me back there. Like, the fuck you mean? I told everybody that I'm living better now. Like, you're not gonna fuck up my life.
Oh my god!
I moved up.
man.
You're not gonna fuck up my life.
Hey man, he's speaking exactly how the things will be talking, bro.
Yeah.
That's exactly how they be moving. So like, all I'm saying, I'm not accepting a house husband role,
Yeah.
but at the same time, I'm not declining that $200,000 a month. You know, all I gotta do is take
I'll
care of
go-
the kids.
I will go out and get my. In fact, when we even discussed what this whole house husband thing was,
Yeah.
it was just more so like, yo, are you willing to just like chill home if your girl says she's making the most money, she's and it's like, yo, she's telling you you're like, yo, you don't need to work or nothing. Like, you could do your own shit on this, like, live your life, but you don't have to work. You tell me you wouldn't take that offer?
No, I wouldn't do that.
I'm taking that.
Yeah, some people
that.
work
Hugging
hard,
that.
some people work smart. Like, I personally would like to sit down and just be home,
do
chill
whatever
with my
I
own
want,
kids and shit, watch TV whenever I want, and it's like, yo, somebody just.
I ain't gotta worry about money.
All I gotta
That's
do.
Working smart,
all I gotta
though?
do is just plan out shit.
That's working smart. That's not working at all. You're not doing anything.
No,
It is work because you're helping to make that other person's life easier.
You chase your dreams at that point.
Yeah. You're working to help make that person's life easier, so now they don't have to. It's the same way how, like, if the roles were switched too. Like, yo, if your housewife is there to do certain things at home, such as make sure your house is clean or whatever, feed the kids or whatever, pick them up from school or whatever, make sure that you have things lined up. Like, a nigga could do that too.
You gonna put the apron on and walk around the house, huh?
Yeah.
Why not?
I said, yeah.
Yeah. Put that on.
Yo, I don't know about you, my nigga. I've been at home where I've had to clean up my own house.
Man.
I've had to fold up sheets. I've had to wash the dishes, cook sometimes, and
That's
everything.
not the same as
But
having to do that as
I'm just saying, though,
a glorified maid.
It's not a maid thing when you, like, you're making it seem like it's a maid thing. All I'm saying is you get to be home, and the only thing that you're responsible for are these certain things. If you want to make it seem like a maid thing, then that's on you making it seem like
That's
a
what
maid
it
thing.
sounds like, man. That's honestly what it sounds like.
That's what it sounds like, but I'm telling you, it isn't.
You're not working, so you're just chilling. You're just making sure the house
you
is in
literally
order.
have you could do whatever the fuck you want, but you have the option of not having to work.
That ain't it for me. If that's it for you, cool. That ain't it for me. That ain't it for me. That
Saying
ain't it for me,
if
bro.
the opportunity, arose and everything, why not? Okay.
Nah, man. That ain't it. That ain't it. That ain't it. I have no problem with a woman making more than me, but she said, just chill, sit up. Like, nah, man, I'll still do what I gotta do. Just provide, because you guys are still but it's not saying you're not working. I'm still gonna be working, but I'm still bringing in whatever I'm bringing in. I'm not gonna reduce what I'm doing. Because if you guys are both bringing something to the pot, you guys are elevating together. But whereas you take away whatever you're making, it's like only she's bringing in. It's like you're taking away the potential of what you could have brought to the table, and you guys could have done something more.
All right, let's take it.
Saying,
Let's take it
what if
like
you
this.
don't care?
Let's take it like this. Let's say you're married to Kelly Clarkson yourself right now.
Yeah,
and you're working.
So you're
job.
saying a different type of money.
No. As I said, you're dating. You're married to someone like Kelly Clarkson.
Yeah.
And you're working the job that you're working at right now. You telling me you're gonna keep working that job while she's making all that millions of dollars?
So you're saying if she's Kelly Clarkson, first of all, this doesn't happen. Kelly Clarkson
saying,
and she picks up somebody that works 40,000, 50,000.
No, it's almost like the fact where it's like you met her
that
before.
Can happen. That actually
does not happen.
It can.
It can, but it doesn't happen.
But it can.
No one's saying it can't.
It does happen.
But we're saying in this hypothetical situation.
That shit don't happen.
It can.
Girls don't date that.
Or if you met her before she blew up.
Or unless they reach a certain point in age
or
when they're old.
if anything, you met her before she blew up.
It's either funny or money.
If it's that case where you met her before she blew up,
yeah, and then you're working at the job.
But most times those girls dump you.
Not all the time.
Most times those girls dump you.
Look how long it took Nicki Minaj to dump Safari.
But it happened, didn't it?
It took a minute. Yeah, he solidified himself in the culture by then.
But you see how he got
mind you. Yeah, he was. He was in that craft too. So like he could still provide for himself and do it. You're clearly not as big as Nicki, but he still was able to provide for himself and do what he has to do without having to.
Because Nicki was providing for him.
Without having to get money from Nicki, he still could have done it.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, you could be that Safari too. You could do whatever you have to do to still provide for yourself, but you don't need to spend your own money and everything.
Nah.
Why not?
Like,
why?
First off, when you're married, it's like you're spending each other's money. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so most of it's hers.
But most of it's hers, but like you're still providing what you provide.
For yourself.
From what you said, you said you would quit your job.
No,
you would just be like the house husband,
do my
AKA
thing.
housemaid.
Nah, not housemaid, the house husband.
So you wouldn't quit your job? Or you would?
Maybe I would quit my job.
Can't do that, man.
Why?
Can't do that, bro.
Because it's a pride thing.
Just say whatever you want to say, whatever it is, whatever you think it is. But it's just like, it could be, there's some pride in it. Yeah, for sure.
That's all it is.
For sure. But it's also just, when you become that person that's like,
what changes?
Because
you
like,
as a
think
human?
about it. Think about it.
Mm-hmm.
You want, say if you're the man in a relationship and you're doing what you're saying you want, the woman to do is, or you're providing, you don't want your woman just sitting at home and just, working the house. Because that's when, like, when they don't really have, because sometimes it's like, they cut out friends, or like, friends are talking in their ear.
I never said none of that's getting cut out.
But it happens. And then that's when, like, that's where issues occur, where like that girl is sitting at home thinking, her head's turning, and the home isn't peaceful.
I don't know. You just gave me a situation where the girl's not leaving home. And you said that's what I would, or that's what would happen. As for me, I said, nah, I get to still link up with all my friends, live my life the same normal way. Except now I don't need to have a job because the woman who said that she'll take care of all of that is down to take care of all of that.
Nah, man. Nah, because then you got to think about how her friends are looking at it.
Why? Why does it matter?
What? Her friends are going to be looking at that shit weird. They're going to be in her ear. Your homie's going to be in your ear too saying, yo, yeah, you got it hooked up, but damn, bro. That's what you doing?
I think you're the only homie.
He's the one homie.
You're the only homie that's
the only homie that's going to say that?
I think so.
Because I would just be like, yo, this is sick,
That's pretty
bro.
cool. Yeah.
We're all going out, living nice, bro. I get to come to this crib.
Yo, guys, come check out my crib, bro.
Your girl's at work.
Wifey said she's not coming home the next 8 hours.
We could turn up.
Yeah, like...
You guys want Casamigos? We'll get bottles of Ace of Spades and all that.
I don't know why you think I'm going to be like sad and inside. Oh, clean up the house. Nah, just get that shit over with in the morning time and invite all niggas over. Invite my dogs. Play some Xbox and shit.
Hey, it sounds cool. It sounds cool on paper. It sounds cool on paper, but
because you're taking care of the kids too.
It's like, yo, I get to make food.
That's if she wants kids.
No, but like we're saying in the situation with Kelly Clarkson, they got kids involved.
They got kids?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah,
so
that's good.
The man just hugged that position for a bit. Good. After a while, he's probably like, yo, you know what?
And he didn't do nothing? Like, he didn't have no type of job, no nothing?
Well, I don't even know what he did, but it's just...
She made more, obviously.
It's just
she's a bigger name.
She's the bigger name, If he was a bigger name, then we'd be like, all right. And he's getting spousal support, that's pretty wild still, but... In this situation, she's the bigger name. She makes the most money.
Is that what happened with Adele?
Yeah, Adele got her money for this too.
Yeah, and I swear that nigga wasn't shit either.
Yeah, because he started with her from the bottom.
See?
Y'all start from the bottom, and then you make your role seem more significant than it actually is. And then...
That's like with Britney Spears, like we said before, she was with the backup dancer or something like that.
Kevin Federline, right? Yeah.
He was a backup dancer?
Yeah, he was
I always thought he was just some random nigga.
No, he was a dancer.
I thought he was like a rich, random white dude.
Nah.
Just found him.
Nah, he was a dancer.
Federline.
Yeah, bro.
Saying a name like that, you're like, this guy's something.
That name did sound kind of like memorable.
It
sounded like a rap name or a ball name.
He was like a lord of a land or some shit like that.
It sounded like it sounded like a name you'd have to kind of remember. It rolled off your tongue.
Hey, look, the Federlines are over there.
Oh, it's Kevin Federline. Like, is he an actor?
Wasn't even that.
But he wasn't. Yeah, he
just had a sick name.
Opposite. I will say the coolest thing I seen him do with his name was and the only reason I say it's cool is because it's hard to do it with Ferrari. On the inside brake calipers on Ferraris, it says Ferrari. He changed his and it said Federline, and I was like,
for his own car.
For his own Ferrari, yeah. I thought that was just pretty funny.
That's cool.
But that was like the only coolest thing. He's just a white nigga.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm crazy off of that.
Question for you guys though. What are your thoughts on the PJ Washington and Brittany Renner thing right now?
Bro.
The what? What's that?
So the situation that's going on right now is so basically PJ Washington, he ended up marrying her, right? Or did he just end up only got her pregnant?
Time out. Do you know who Brittany Renner is?
No.
So Brittany Renner is like an IG model.
She's an IG thought.
Who's IG thought, kind of like I don't know if you know, not exactly like her, but like IG model like Brianna. No, not Brianna. Bria Miles.
Let's just say okay.
Bundle of Brittany
or Fruit.
This thing.
Okay, so she's an IG.
Yeah.
IG
So like
She also
you know,
wrote a book about like how to like if a woman wants to finesse a man, like how to rope certain athletes in.
wasn't it? Nah, it
Hold on,
wasn't.
hold on,
hold on.
The book was just a tell-all of how she fucked a bunch of celebrities.
Yeah, but
and
then
athletes.
But then her whole
She
thing, what
made
she
a
was
whole
saying,
book after?
is
she made a
that
book. Yeah,
Is that she made a game plan for women to be
she
like,
was
yo,
telling.
she's like, if you want to find somebody to take their money, you'll find yourself an athlete.
Did you read this book?
Especially because they've been posting like a lot of like clips of her talking on like IG about it.
Yeah. And she would say that.
Yeah, she's like if you girls want to bag someone, get a ball player or something. These guys smash raw.
Yeah.
She's like, have a baby and you're good for life.
Yeah, all I'm gonna say is
That's sad.
It's some
so
people
it sounds
been
like
doing for years.
a ball nigga got caught.
Yeah, the man
for
got
sure.
caught up in it.
For sure.
Mans are telling him, yo,
Sure.
don't get caught up in it.
But
It's a setup thing. This guy's like, nah, we love each other.
But he's young.
Got caught up in it.
He's what, 20?
I think he's like 21. And she's like
He's young.
30.
And it wasn't this year that they met, right?
They met-
She's 26.
They met when
Like 2 years ago, right?
he first came
Wait,
to
she's
the league.
30 and he's 20 what?
Like-
She's 26.
No, she's 30.
She's not 30.
She's 30. Bro, I've been seeing
Yo,
all
just
the
search,
memes.
search up
Show
her,
the
her
facts.
name or
I've been
something.
looking up all the memes for the last like couple of days.
Search a Google proper, bro. What's her name?
Brittany Renner.
Oh, first link. That's so funny.
So Brittany Renner, she's 30. Because I think they said when they
She's 29.
She's
All right,
29.
she's 29.
she's turning 30 though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I think.
92.
92?
Yeah.
February. She's turning.
So she's turning 30.
So
Turn
next
30
year.
next year.
Next
Yeah.
year.
So this girl's been scoping them from when he was in college.
Yeah.
So people been telling this guy like, yo, she's gonna set you up. She's gonna set you up.
Yeah.
Man's like, nah, man, I love her. She loves me. Man's out here smashing raw like no tomorrow.
He's what, 20 what?
21, 20.
22, something like that. 21, 22.
Okay.
And the man got sucked into it. Now she's having a youth. She broke up with
And
him.
She broke up with him right after the baby popped out.
Oh, that's...
Yeah, then now she's getting the bag.
Well, you see how her tactics worked?
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, charge it to the game, bro. Yo, his
That
friends
book
told...
gonna go off the shelves.
His friends told him.
Yeah.
He didn't heed the warning.
Bro, even mans in the media all kept saying, yo, don't get caught up with this thing. Just smash and go.
I guess she's a supreme manipulator.
Nah,
Yeah, that's all manipulation.
you know
If
what?
you have people in your ear telling you what it is, and you still say, "Nah, she love me,"
Yeah,
you
she
manipulating.
could be a master of manipulation, or you could just be really gullible.
that
Yeah.
could play into the manipulation though. Because if you're
No,
gullible,
not
if
really.
you're gullible, you would listen to your friends too, right?
Not if you like really
So you're saying the girl,
love could really interrupt a lot of
so
things.
the girl has more influence on the guy rather than your
clearly
friends.
because he's getting
Yeah.
something out of it in
He's getting
compared
some
to
play.
yeah, he's not getting pussy from his friends.
But if you're if you're a ball player,
As I said,
Hey, remember
you're-
she's the IG thought.
you're getting pussy from a girl that you love or you no, let's just say
The
in this
man's, the
first-
man's in college.
he said he loves her or they love each other.
'Cause you
He's
remember
getting
said,
something
yeah.
out of it, right?
Yeah, that's
So
what he
my
said.
thing is, you're not getting nothing out of your boys.
Mm-hmm.
But
Why?
if your homies are telling you, "Yo, this is a bad play. Don't wife it
All
down.
I'm saying is,
Do what you're doing.
pussy make
Just
you do
don't
some
wife
crazy
it down."
shit. Am I lying?
It's facts.
For some,
Because
yeah.
you're gonna get lost in the sauce.
For some, yeah.
Because bro, you're gonna be smashing this thing. You're gonna be like, holy bro, I can't get another thing like this. Especially since the man probably been fantasizing about her before he came to the league.
That's what you smash and pass, bro. You just do your thing. And
Yo,
you
the
Well,
let it
listen,
go.
he's a young gun, and he got caught in a trap.
Yeah,
I
he
don't
got
know what to
fucked
tell
up.
you. Like he was gullible.
She's a vet.
Hey, he fucked
She's a
up.
vet, bro.
Exactly. She's
Yeah.
a vet in the game. She knew what she was doing, and she got. It's like when a fucking lioness goes out to go hunt. They don't hunt the biggest animal. They hunt the smallest and weakest one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Damn.
So yo, that's
You
what
gonna
happened.
play PJ like that? That's crazy.
PJ's the weak. He sounds like he's the
He's
youngest
the
nigga.
gazelle. I mean, he's Bambi.
He's the
He's
Bambi.
Bambi.
He got
Damn.
caught by fucking by Mustafa's fucking granddaughter,
Square?
bro.
Oh, you
Who?
talking about? Not. I don't know who you're
Nala,
talking about.
bro.
Nala?
Nala done swept up Bambi, bro.
You got
Crazy.
munched, bro.
Yeah, you did. That's why I think it's
And
sad.
yo, so who's to really blame?
He has himself to blame.
He has himself to blame.
Yeah, for sure.
But it's just funny that some people are trying to take some sympathy for him on social media, but then it's like, yo, man's been telling him, but he just didn't believe it.
I mean, he should have known going into the game.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. Especially if she's made it known.
Yeah, especially that.
She literally had a game plan on how.
Like,
to
what
do
kind
it.
of wool did she pull over his eyes to be like, don't look at whatever I put up before?
Nothing.
I'm not like that anymore.
Of course, she probably just say, you know what, you changed me. And this guy's like, damn, I'm that guy. I'm that guy.
Like,
I
she
can't
put the
lie.
Energizer buddy, the whole bunny in his back.
Yeah, the man's like, I'm that guy, bro. I did what all other men said I couldn't do.
Got him.
Mind you, one of her friends is Tiana Trump. So
Yo,
like, she probably learned
her best
some
friend's
moves.
a porn star.
Yeah, she probably learned some
Got him.
moves.
Come on, charge it to the game, bro.
Yeah.
At this point, you gotta charge it to the game. If
Bro,
anything, he just gotta take this on the chin and
Yeah.
grow up and be like, "Yo,
I mean,
look, I
he got no choice.
I have a love child."
Yeah.
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 Charge it to the game, bro. Like,
Yeah.
yo, it's like
He's going to get another contract. Contract's going to be blessed if he keeps playing
child support's
ball.
gonna be crazy,
Yeah.
but hey,
You just got to keep balling. That's all.
But isn't child support just based off your income of when you first met the person, or is
No.
it
I
have no
continuously
idea.
going up?
I don't think
I mean, at least I know.
I don't think it continuously goes up.
At least in Canada, from what I know, it's like it starts as soon as you guys have the child.
No, like what it means, like,
But like he's saying
how much,
is-
like how much you gotta pay.
Yeah, if he makes $1 million in that first year, but it turns out like 2 years later he makes 10 million now, does the quality? Damn, that
I
sounds
think
like
it does.
it sounds like it might because your quality of life went up, so her quality of life might have to go up.
It does, yeah. That's what I was gonna say. If your quality of life goes up, the money goes up with it. Because now they can't just keep receiving
Same
chunk
amount.
change.
They might have to go back to court.
And I was gonna say they have to
Yeah.
go back to court to fight, like
Try to
okay,
renegotiate a new thing.
Yeah, because it's like, yo, look, well, he makes more money now, and I
Yeah.
only get this much, and it's not fair. That's what happened to Future.
Yeah, that always happens to Future.
I'm just saying, I remember it because it's like, yo, I just remember some stupid headline about how he was saying he only makes a certain amount of money and he can't pay her that much. And I was like, bro, that's fucked, but that's funny at the
Pure
same time.
cap. All cap.
Like it's cap. Like, he knows he can pay the guap, but he's not
Yeah.
trying to. But
He's like, fuck that bitch.
it's like, yo, man, the money's only going to you, not the kids. So
he got
fuck
like
it.
7 kids or something like that, right?
Well, no one's
right?
beating Nick Cannon right now.
He's on a major roll.
Yeah, he got a lot.
No, like he's on a roll in terms of like all these babies coming out at the same time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Bro, this guy welcomed at least 3 or 4 new kids within a month.
yeah, that shit crazy. But
Like,
he
that's
partially owns Radio Shack, if that's still a thing, right?
Does he?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I think it's still big in the States.
yeah, it's not here no more. We have the source.
I mean, he got a lot of ventures.
Yeah,
he go
100%,
for it.
bro. He's been doing this since he was a kid.
Yeah, he good for it. It's kind of like P Diddy.
Yeah, he is good for it. I'm just wondering how he was, cause I'm not lying. I hear none of his baby moms like coming at him.
Yo,
Yeah.
the checks are coming in.
You know what I'm saying?
When the
That's
checks
what I'm
are
saying.
coming
Like,
in, no,
good
is
for
there
it.
checks
He
coming
good for
in,
it.
or is he just finding like just people who fuck with him? Like,
Nah, bro. Once the checks are coming in, no one's complaining.
Yeah.
nah, but you'd be surprised. Some things might want to be like, yo, like I want Nick for myself.
And then he be like,
Yeah,
yo,
some.
and then he probably chills with them for a bit, and then he's like, yo, I gotta
But
go.
that's on him to let them know, hey, this you ain't the only one.
He
And
probably,
that's what I'm saying. He
hits
probably
it
did
like
say that. You're
Yeah.
right. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm just wondering how it
I'm
is
too big
because
for me to be just held down for one.
Yeah,
It is pretty impressive that
that's king shit right there, man.
he's gone. Yeah,
You have more than one concubine.
he's making a kingdom, man.
That's it.
And that's what happens when you start young, bro. I'm pretty sure well, no, he didn't even start young. He just started like, I guess when he had that fame and fortune for so long.
Mm-hmm.
Now
That
he's
turban, man, is giving him powers.
and now he's at the point where he's like, yo, what else is there for me to do? You know what I mean? Like, what else is there for him
I
really
done
to do?
hosted America's Got Talent.
I just
Wilding
wilding
out the
out.
Jewish people up on
Crazy.
this. What else is there?
And apologize for
And
it.
apologize. I lost Wilding Out.
And got it back.
And got it back.
And got it back.
Man was
What
on
else is
drum
there?
line. Man's done movies. Man done music. Man's done comedy.
I'm trying to bring Dr. Sebi's legacy to life. What else?
Is it him doing that?
Some bullshit.
So now it's just
Oh, it was him and Nipsey at the time, right?
No, Nipsey just already believed in him, and then
Oh.
Nick Cannon just said, you know what? For Nipsey, I'm gonna bring Dr. Sebi's message to life.
Yeah.
and like now he's just like, yo, now just leave a legacy. Just have kids. Just have a bunch of kids where if anything happens to him, he has his offsprings.
What does it mean to leave a legacy? Because is that him leaving a legacy?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like Drumline?
yeah.
Like what's the Nick Cannon legacy?
Wait. So you're saying what is his legacy?
Yeah, I'm asking. Well, like, what does it mean to leave a legacy behind?
Yeah, I think like whatever impact you leave on the planet.
To whomst?
Like Wildin'
I
Out.
mean-
Wildin' Out was definitely for the culture. Really
Yeah.
represents like the black culture and like how they like do entertainment with each other, roasting each other and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Continue.
It's leaving having kids is, making sure that your name lives on.
More of like I would say like your genetics.
Yeah, I mean, I guess.
Your genetics live on.
Then
and
you
stuff
break
like
it down to a basic point, but still have your name go on. That
Yeah.
last name go on.
Yeah, the Cannon.
Yeah.
The Cannon last name.
Is his last name actually Cannon?
I don't even know.
That's just a stage name, right? Like Jamie Foxx?
I think it is his last name.
I probably for now we'll just assume it's Nick Cannon.
Yeah, but like, that's
Until
like leaving your
proven.
legacy. You're leaving something behind.
Yeah.
That's all it is. Well, what did you think?
I don't know. I felt like legacy was just something grander than just like
Well, like the Great Wall of China?
something significant, maybe. Yeah. Like
Like a statue or something?
something. Yeah.
He might get a statue. You never know.
Well, I'm just saying right now. Saying what is the Nick Cannon legacy he would be leaving behind right now? I like we guys wilding out.
Yeah, I think it's mostly just Wildin' Out.
Oh, so you're saying, okay, I think I see what you're saying. So you're saying something that like stands the test of time?
Yeah, because to me that's what a legacy kind of like really
So
holds, at least in my head.
I think your name would be
It's like
one.
the legend of something. That's a legacy.
I think your name would be one because whenever somebody sees, kids or future kids of him, you're like, oh, who was famous in his line is like, oh, was he related to Nick Cannon? Oh, shoot. That was like, wow, no,
It's gonna be funny. It's like 50 years. Oh, I remember Nick Cannon. He was funny.
Yeah, that would be
What
it.
happened to the Cannon family?
That's it.
It's gone.
Well,
And then
he has a lot of chances now because he has like 7-8 kids. So his odds of having another
It's kind of reminding me of the Wayne's family.
Mhm.
Like, what's their legacy is like
That
being known. I think their legacy is being known as a funny family.
I think
Yeah.
That's like a legacy.
That and that show. What was that show called again? Shoot, why can't I think about this?
Nah,
You're
but
talking
the
about In
show,
Living
the
Color?
show
In
was
Living
a
Color.
part. The show was a part of their legacy.
100%.
But like
that
the
would be,
show, I don't think the show is.
So you're saying that's
the
not the
legacy
overarching? Okay.
Yeah, like
because
when
there's
I- when
usually
I
I guess
think
it's like one.
legacy, I-
It's like one thing people look back to you as. Is
Yeah.
like what are they known for?
I think In Living Color is big. This is why I think it is. Because In Living Color really propelled comedy in a huge way. Like so many people came out of
100%.
that.
Yeah,
Like, so many
100%.
legends
yeah,
came
100%.
out of that.
But I'm saying like,
Like it's like a SNL.
did the Wayne's family start that?
Yeah.
So
Oldest bro started it.
Okay, and that's what I'm saying. Like, okay, perfect.
Mhm.
So over time, all their family is known for that. That's what I'm
Mhm.
saying. Like, in an umbrella term,
Mm-hmm.
that's their legacy. Their
Comedy.
legacy is being known as a comic family.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
it's like what.
And if
to
you were
me,
to ask why,
it's because they're all funny. They all jump into
how are
comic.
they funny? Where's the proof? In Living Color. Come on. now.
No, not really.
Or
because
white
it is-
girls. Or whatever.
The
But,
Wayne
like,
Bros. Or so, but like
it's
I hear what Nick's saying basically,
Yeah.
where it's like
Because
you look at someone like even like Michael Jordan, you look at him and be like, what is he really known for? He's known to be a basketball player. Like that's his legacy that he's leaving
he's
behind.
he's
He's one of the greatest basketball players to ever play.
Yeah, and he had so
more than
and
that.
arguably
It's more than that.
and arguably his second legacy is his shoe impact on the whole entire sneaker game.
100%.
That's
yeah,
another
he turned
legacy.
a basketball shoe into a regular shoe.
That's another legacy.
Yeah. And he brought basketball to like 200 something countries.
That
Like it used to.
I
it
think
used-
he was more of the face, but I wouldn't say he was like the
He was the
only reason why.
not the only reason. but
Because
he was the
it
biggest
also
reason.
kind of started with like the whole Magic and Bird and stuff
All
like
I'm
that.
saying
the
is
biggest
it's a
reason.
guarantee that we know that his legacy is in basketball, and that another portion of it is in his sneakers.
Yeah.
which is also still
Yeah.
under like the umbrella of basketball.
But even
Like,
then,
his
it's still,
sneakers is bigger.
it was still able to branch out and be an everyday shoe.
I would
Yeah.
say his sneaker
And
legacy
even
is
influence how much, huh?
bigger. His sneaker legacy is bigger than the basketball legacy. I would say.
Hey, listen, I don't doubt it, but
I
I
would
think
say
his
that.
basketball legacy is bigger.
I
Because
would say
Yeah.
basketball legacy is bigger,
I
bro.
don't hear nobody defending Jordan the way people defend. I
These
don't
shoes.
like his shoes. Like people defend Jordan super hard in compared to his
Man's
shoes.
fight for that, bro.
Well, let's look
Might as well
look outside
listen,
our bubble.
Might as well have different opinions
Let's look outside.
about different Jordan shoes. One man would be like, yo, the 14s after a certain time they're ugly
Yeah,
or whatever.
yeah.
And that's true to say because he was working with a certain man and it wasn't really directly like Jordan like designing the shoe per se.
This is why.
But in terms of him and basketball, you could only attribute certain things to just Jordan.
This is why I would say his shoe would be the bigger legacy, is because years and years and years later, his shoe probably will live on.
It will live on.
People will still wear that shoe,
I don't. I hear you. I hear you.
even if they're not into basketball. They'll wear that shoe because, like, the people that are into basketball are saying that this is cool. This is what this is what is in right now, quote unquote.
No,
What do you mean?
I say no because Jordan shoes don't have the same spark, and anybody who's signed to Jordan and has their own shoe, their shoe isn't booming like that. Like
Yeah, nah.
Jordan's shoe in the 90s, early 2000s.
Yeah, because if you signed under Jordan, all you got is a Jordan shoe. You don't have your own shoe.
That's what I'm
You
saying.
gotta go to Nike for that.
Hence what I'm saying. But at the
Yeah.
same time, it's still branded under like this Jordan logo, and you skip those shoes. But the legacy behind the Jordan shoe was just the iconic silhouettes that we know today, like the Jordan 1, Jordan 3s, 5s. Like, I'm skipping some numbers. I'm
Sixes.
just talking about the ones I fuck with.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, like, there was a big run of shoes from at least up to 13 that left such an iconic,
Even the 11s.
like, that shit, they're so good that to this day they're still being made in just different colors. This is what I mean by impact.
Yeah.
And then with basketball it's different because it's like you're only gonna remember Jordan because he was one of the first people to be great. So it's like, or at least the most recognizable. Like,
Let me ask this. If, let's say there's another player that comes out and does better than Jordan.
I don't think it matters because arguably right now LeBron is better than Jordan. Arguably. But I'm just saying, LeBron
Stat wise and athletic wise,
Listen.
and like, skill set wise. Yeah. Yeah.
You're basically saying like everything.
Everything except for winning.
But that's also not on him.
That's what I'm
It's
saying.
not,
It's not.
But it's not an eye game, it's a team game, but
Jordan had a better
Jordan
team.
led them to 2 3-peats.
Okay, but I'm just saying though, and I did use the word arguably.
Yeah. For sure. Yeah, that's what I said.
And
Yeah.
when I say arguably, you like it. I mean, in the sense where
It can
you
go
can't,
both ways.
like you can't deny it. Like this
Yeah.
nigga has the same movie that Jordan did.
Yeah. So
So what I'm trying
this
to
is-
say is, I don't think even if you're at a certain, even if you're just as good as Jordan
Or better.
or better, you're not gonna.
you're not going to erase
I don't
what he
think-
did?
yeah.
For sure not. For sure not. But once you become that new Jordan,
But you you just said it. The new Jordan, you're always gonna be compared to the first thing.
compared to the first, right?
So that's what I'm saying. Like legacy wise, you're never gonna forget.
But I
Jordan.
say the new Jordan because I don't know who that next
And
person's
that's what
name
I'm saying.
is.
Exactly. And but I'm trying to say is,
Yeah.
you're not gonna go and be like, yo, this guy's the next LeBron.
Because like when
And
Kobe, mind you, when Kobe was coming out or when Kobe was the game, they called him the next Jordan. But then after he built himself up and created a name for himself, you don't really associate the two. Like, that their games are the same, but you say, yo, Kobe was Kobe. He solidified himself and he did what he had to do. And he made a name for himself.
exactly. And he made his legacy in basketball too. But I'm trying to say is,
Yeah.
who do you think has a bigger a bigger legacy, Kobe or Jordan? Then
Jordan.
It has to be Jordan.
And the thing is,
because no matter what, you're gonna be like, yo, you're gonna compare somebody to Jordan. Nobody was doing shit.
If we're talking basketball,
I'm just saying,
for sure.
I'm just saying, legacy wise, in terms of basketball,
and like the shoe and the impact, Jordan for sure, because he propelled the game in
that's what I'm saying.
A ridiculous way.
But my whole main point was to say that, like, in terms of legacy, I feel like that comes with something that, like, you're either super known for, or like your name is known for over time. Because in my head, I feel like
this is all I want.
Nick Cannon doesn't really have like a legacy.
This is all I wanted to say. If somebody were to come along and do what Jordan did better, and you say, "Yo, this is the guy who's really like the absolute best at the game," and then you like Jordan's second now.
Mm-hmm.
What lives on still is the impact he left on the culture with his shoes and his brand.
Yeah, but the shoes also stem from like him playing basketball.
For sure.
At that certain time.
And that's the history which made the shoes even more popular.
Yeah. And then at the same time, you're never going to forget the first person.
Yeah, for sure. But if somebody does better than you, you're now the second. It's like,
no, you can't be the second when you were the first.
You mean?
You can't be second if you're already first.
What are you talking about? If somebody has a record and then somebody else breaks it.
I'm just saying,
you're
like,
second now.
Okay, you're talking about stat number wise and everything, but I'm talking about like on a legacy scale. Like, yo, Jordan is gonna be remembered as being the first nigga.
The first one to like make basketball. Yeah, for sure.
He's the most bigger.
For sure. There's like those invisible like
his window of winning
leaderboards that like nobody can really pass on.
Yeah.
It's like
his
one
window,
of one.
Yes.
For sure.
Like his window of winning is like something that no one else has done. Like within the 8-year window, he won 6 championships.
Like, no matter what, anybody who's trying to
was it 8?
If man's are trying to
8-year
compare,
window, and he won 6 championships.
Yeah.
He dropped all these shoes. He has such an impact on the culture and everything.
Yeah.
For someone like, even if you were comparing him to like even like a LeBron, LeBron's impact is gonna be kind of different because it's gonna be everything that Jordan did.
Yeah.
And then it's gonna be whatever he does is just bonus.
That's about it. And I can't see any way how you could top
what Jordan
what Jordan has done.
You know what? I'm starting to think about it more. Yeah, you can't.
You can't. And that's what I'm saying in terms
And the reason why is because I think Jordan brought the game to like 60 or 70% of the world.
That's
Once
what I'm
you
saying.
reach that threshold, whatever you do is just the extra, but he did the majority.
He did the majority.
And that's why LeBron just focuses on like the other stuff. It's like, all right, since he does that, let me start doing all these other things. Like a lot of these,
there's nothing else he can really do. I think he's just doing the same things.
Well, a lot of like the humanitarian things.
The more humanitarian work he's doing and the schooling and everything.
Jordan
just made the game look popular to everyone around the world.
He ain't help the community.
He didn't really help the. Come on, Jordan said, "Fuck them kids, bro."
Bro, Jordan's out here charging $300 for shoes.
Come on,
Jordan, not for the people.
He didn't give a fuck about the people.
Jordan's trying to win.
Yo, you didn't remember when this guy went to some school and some kids started dissing him and everything, or
and
talking
he said
about
if I missed a shot, y'all get shoes,
or some bullshit.
He didn't miss not one shot.
Missing no shot.
But you know what? Jordan's competitive though. That's the problem.
What I'm just saying is like.
He said, "You think I'm gonna miss?" Yeah, right.
Jordan isn't providing anything. He's too competitive. Nah.
But you earned that.
Yeah, you gotta earn that shit. Like that's the mentality I get from Jordan in terms of anything. But I don't think like anybody could build your legacy in a certain lane and everything. But in just terms of back to the original topic with Nick Cannon, I don't think he really has.
You don't think he has a legacy?
I
think it's Wildin' Out.
He has something.
But Wildin' Out isn't even his.
No, it is his.
Didn't he start it?
But he got fired for
I think he
bro. He started
it. And
it was a pitch. If anything, okay, this is who I consider somebody who has some form of legacy. The nigga who has the fucking channel to put that show on is the nigga who has the legacy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Fuck the show. Quincy Jones has a legacy because he brought all these shows like Fresh Prince and everything on.
Yeah.
And he made Thriller.
Yeah.
That's a fucking legacy. He made great fucking music and everything. And then he had his own company and everything and had shows under it.
Yeah.
Will Smith's legacy is that he's a great actor.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Not that he made fucking, not that he was on Fresh Prince.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But you're saying Nick
Nick
Hold on,
Cannon,
what are you saying about Nick?
I'm trying to say Nick Cannon doesn't really have any legacy to leave behind for his kids.
So you're saying he didn't leave it as a
No, he
notable
has
impact.
no-
You're saying he didn't leave a notable impact.
I don't think he has a notable impact yet. Because right now, I don't know what do you know Nick Cannon for outside of Wildin' Out and
So you're
Drumline?
saying he was just riding the wave. He didn't create his own wave.
I'm trying to say is
because he's not that great.
what
in
I was trying to
music.
say is okay, my initial thing was how are we measuring a legacy? What is a legacy to you guys? And if I wanted to see what your standard of a legacy is, because my standard of legacy
So you're saying you can't even use that word
for Nick Cannon,
unless you do something.
no,
great.
you could use it, but in my head, for me personally, legacy means something like
just
like
levels
your
to it.
name is being left behind for something that you or your family is known for doing. It's like somebody whose whole family is known for football or some shit.
Like I guess in the
Like,
next
that's
100, like in the next 100 years, if like
Would somebody remember
moving
you?
forward,
Moving
people are
forward.
gonna remember you for something.
Like for me, it's like
Maybe
all right.
not.
For instance, it's like hopefully my legacy is that I was known for leaving dope ass photos.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's my form of legacy.
yeah.
Whereas I
Maybe
wouldn't
not.
want my legacy to be like I was somebody's like photographer.
If you're saying like if you look at in the next 100 years, like you say, and we're gone, and like the next generation that comes after us, if they're only gonna remember like the most notable people, like the most notable famous people, like Michael
there's, like,
Jackson,
levels.
Michael Jordan.
No,
There's, like,
They're
levels
not
to
gonna
it,
know the most not recognize the most notable people. It's just it doesn't have to be notable in the sense that everyone has to know your shit, but more
it's just in the
so-
field, I guess people know who.
yeah,
the top-
like in the field, like at a certain
But what's
point,
his field? He's kind of like a jack of all trades.
Nick
almost.
Cannon?
Yeah.
and that's what I'm saying. Like what
he's not known for like
He's
one
not
thing.
known for anything right now. He's literally a jack of all trades.
Yeah.
He's a show host. He's a funny guy.
I guess you could say he's like a philanthropist, like he's an entrepreneur.
But that's not even even if he is a philanthropist,
Yeah.
his name doesn't ring bells in the
He's not a top
philanthropist
dog
world.
in it.
Yeah.
That's not his thing. Like to me, I don't think he leaves that legacy. It's not like, oh, this is Dr. Nick Cannon. He's known for X, Y, and Z. He's done.
Yeah.
That's a legacy because like now you're leaving something behind for other people to like look at your name and be like, who was this person or some shit.
Has he opened up like a school or something and like put in his name or anything?
I
like
don't
that?
think
Nick
so.
Cannon?
Like a building, yeah.
I don't even know.
Because if he did that, that could kind of be like a legacy.
And that's what I'm saying.
That would keep
That will
going.
play into it, but then
Yeah.
I feel like it's like, yo, you open the school and now you don't follow up anything within it, like you don't help provide. That's not really a legacy in my head,
Yeah.
but
That's more of like a business move.
yeah, it's like a business move. Whereas like if he was really a philanthropist or whatever, and he said, yo, I want X, Y, and Z amount of HBCUs around here, and I provide scholarships or something. That's like a legacy, like something, or like as I
It
said,
comes
your
off as
name-
like a humanitarian.
yeah, it's like
basically.
humanitarian work, or like your name is just attached to something kind of not bigger, but like bigger than yourself in the sense of like something you stood for almost.
Yeah, you didn't do it for you. You did it for.
You did it for the
community.
sake of like the love of something that you fucked with.
Yeah, you trying to make change.
So with Nick Cannon, it's like legacy. If it's just name wise, then I guess fine. That's a legacy. But I was just saying, for me personally, I feel like legacy is just at a higher standard.
I mean, there's not a lot of people that are gonna.
Exactly. I just was trying to gauge
Yeah.
what you guys
Yeah.
considered as legacy, because
Yeah, to that standard is not a lot.
I'm like, yo, I feel like in a few years, like let's say 25, 30 years, like what's the Nick Cannon family saying?
Cannon family.
Like
I mean, who knows?
Cannon family
Who
might just be
knows?
rich.
Well, the man has a bunch of seeds out there, so I give him.
That's what I'm saying.
We gotta give him at least 20 years and see what I'll go on.
And that's what I was saying. Like, yo, I guess to me in my head, I was saying like, I don't think I could say there's some form of legacy till like his kids do something. And that's why I was using like the Wayne brothers as an example, because their legacy is being known as a funny family.
Yeah,
Over the
everyone got
years, we
families,
knew them.
comedians.
Yeah, they did movies, they did shows together, they had their own shit. They're known for doing things in the field of comedy. So it's like,
Yeah.
okay, now I know that their legacy is, yo, my father did this, my brother did this. Our whole family comes from being funny.
Yeah.
So for Nick Cannon, I guess for this in this case, I'd have to see some of Nick Cannon's youths be doing the same shit as Nick Cannon for me to be like, okay, yo, the Cannon family is known for doing work within Hollywood.
Yeah,
I mean,
Cause like, yo, I don't know.
Now Nick Cannon's kind of like a business guy, so I guess like if his sons or daughters start carry on the wave of doing business and carrying on the business,
then yeah, that's his legacy. The business.
Yeah,
the business would be his legacy. But I'm just curious, see what it is.
So you already know that we gotta talk about the baby situation.
Man, don't get me started on that, man.
Yo, you gotta get started on
Don't
it.
get me started on that, man. I think that was very ridiculous.
But before you go in, I just gotta let people know the situation where he was at Rolling Loud.
You want to play it, like what he said?
I think I got it right here. Hold up, let me see if I got it.
Just so you have like has
I got it
context,
right here.
just so you know exactly. All right. So he was definitely wilding out on some comments. Like, you didn't have to bring up the HIV thing. I don't know where his head was at.
But that's not what everyone's upset about.
I know that's not it.
What's not? Wait. So what are people upset about?
They're upset with the fact that
fellas,
he said the fellas that
don't
didn't suck dick before they came into the show.
From what I saw, people were upset that he said that, but then also the damage also is with him basically adding more stigma to how him adding more stigma that like HIV
is
and
related
AIDS
to being gay.
is a gay person disease.
That was a reach.
But that's just reaching though.
How's that reaching? That's literally
because I know it was in the same breath, but that's not what. Like, he didn't say like.
There's a comma.
Yeah, man. If you guys heard that, then
I took everything as something different, not just all related to one thing.
Because
from what I saw, it was because he said, "Fellas, if you ain't sucking dick in the back of the parking lot or whatever, put your hands up. If you're not, put your hands up." And I guess like the community, the gay community, said, "Yo, hold on, slow down. What if we is like, what's the problem?" To me, all it is don't put your hand up. Because this ain't for you. That's all it is.
Yeah.
Something was presented to you. It's not for you.
Mm-hmm.
Step aside. That's all it is.
Yeah.
Like, sure, this guy's saying, he has a platform. He is a huge name, and he's saying something that could be perceived as, offensive, but it wasn't necessarily. It could be inferred, but it wasn't necessarily said.
You already know it's offensive. That's the funny part.
I don't know, because fellas,
Nah.
let's break down the word fellas. Because I was talking to my homie about this before. Black broke this down for me. He was like, yo, fellas is just, the root word of fellas is fellow. Fellow is just people that are related to me, people like me.
That's a reach.
It's not.
That's a reach.
Well, there's already a reach where
bring
people
it
are
down.
saying are relating HIV to gay people.
Yeah.
But that's been the whole stigma for years. That's the whole point.
But that's not what he said.
That's not what he said.
There's a comma.
Yo,
That's not what he said, bro.
I'm telling you, bro. There was a comma throughout the whole thing.
Yo, if you guys don't see it, then you guys don't see it. There's no other way around it.
I see it, but it's just like
All right,
I
so
see
okay,
them
so
connect. I see people
see it, but
connecting
it's a
the
reach.
dots. Yeah,
You see it, but it's a reach?
It's a reach.
I think that's a reaching.
How is it a reach?
I think that's a reaching.
What makes it a reach? Okay, so what he said is like, fine then.
I see nothing wrong with it, to be honest.
Yeah,
That's fried. You don't see nothing wrong with it either?
I mean, he didn't have to say all that, but he was just rambling. To me, it was all ramble, and like he was just, I don't know what he was high on or what. He was what
Caught
kind
up in the
of
moment.
energy he was in. Yeah, he was caught up in the moment. I don't know why he said all that.
All I'm saying is, I
But-
think it's weird for a nigga
For
just
sure, it was weird.
say that shit in the middle of
For
a
sure,
set.
it was
Because like
weird.
he's also openly
sure.
he's openly even said
What
that
I'm saying.
that he don't trust no nigga that sucks dick.
He gay too.
What I am saying is, I don't think it should be as big as it is, because all it was is, if you doing this or you not doing this, put your hands up. And if you feel like you are, don't put your hands up, step aside. All right, cool. This ain't for me.
Mm-hmm.
That's all it is. Like, you don't got to be included in everything. Not everybody's going to like you. Not everybody's going to fuck with you.
Bro, look at Papa John. Papa John don't mess with black people. Tommy Hilfiger don't like seeing black people wearing his products.
You know what I'm saying?
But people are still rocking with it.
When did Tommy Hilfiger say that?
Years ago.
Yeah, apparently. I mean, the only reason I know is because Lil Wayne said it. Polo, fuck that Hilfiger.
So
I remember I heard the whole thing too, but
the AC just turned
oof, yeah, that was nice. AC came out the right moment. I was boiling up.
Yeah, but yeah.
So it's
like, you know,
so like it's something as like little as DaBaby saying that, and then everyone's reacting like this. I'm just like, okay,
I
like,
get why they're reacting. I get it, because like, you know, let's keep it a buck. When bringing back that Hilfiger point, when Hilfiger said that, it was fuck Hilfiger. So I get why that community is saying fuck DaBaby.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, I don't know about cancel him.
Well, cancel culture's not real.
Yeah, I don't know about like us as a whole have to be like, all right, fuck, because you don't fuck with him. I don't got to fuck with him.
Yeah.
That I don't believe in.
I'm still going to bump his music.
Unless, you know, it was something crazy, but it wasn't that crazy.
It wasn't crazy.
He was just saying,
I
don't like this certain
If he
group.
said something along the lines of like where he's dropping the F-bombs and he's saying like, yo, I don't power any of these LGBTQ people and blah, blah, blah.
So my
whole
question
that's a hot take.
And that's crazy, yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, because that's basically what he kind of is saying, but just, like, undertonedly. I mean, if you want to ignore it, then you ignore it. But that's basically what he kind of is saying, though. Like, he doesn't fuck with it.
Yeah, if you's a man sucking dick.
Yo, literally.
But he said, the thing is that he said, as I said, he said he doesn't mess with a nigga that, he can't trust a nigga that sucked dick. And then, like, that's why I'm like, before when I was like, yo, he blatantly just said all this in front of you guys. But then he still got all these endorsement deals.
Nah,
but now
fam, that's not him. Yo, him saying he doesn't trust somebody that does that is not the same as saying you don't trust everybody in that community.
He never said that, though. All he said was that if you didn't have to start dating in the back of the parking lot, put your phone in the air. That's all he said.
Those are his exact words, verbatim.
And
if that's the case, then why is he apologizing?
He really didn't.
You gotta do it for the optics.
PR told him wrong.
You gotta do it for the optics.
PR told him wrong.
You knew what he said, because if he did, then he'd double down on it.
PR told him wrong. That's what I think.
He's trying to keep getting the checks.
I think what it should have been.
I think if he was really serious about what he said, he'd double down.
Hey man,
on it.
this comes down to when keeping it real goes wrong. He can keep it real and be like, yo, nah, I'm gonna double down on this. Or you know what? I gotta suck up my pride and keep getting the bag. So the man sucked. So if he apologized, he sucked up his pride. I gotta keep making this. You gotta keep making this money.
Yeah, you know what? Like, you know, like it could be a point where it's like, I don't feel like I did wrong, but if I offended anybody, my bad.
Yeah.
Because that's not that wasn't his intention. I don't know if that was his intention or not, but that's what he's probably saying.
Yeah. He's just saying that but I just think he just apologized only just for the optics of it, because the media, the public perception, that's a big thing. He lost 2 endorsements. Yeah. He got taken off of was it Lollapalooza?
He's off of like Bear tours now.
So it's like he's got to switch it up now. So he's like, all right, you know, I got to clean up my image now.
Well, for one, I think DaBaby was falling off anyways, so this was just kind of the thing to just make sure it got sealed.
I don't think he was falling off.
He was definitely falling off.
You know what?
DaBaby has said or done the same flow for almost the past.
Yeah, but people been making that joke, but they still rock with it.
Yeah.
The
man had a hit this year.
What hit?
That
Ball
song
If I Want To.
What?
Ball If I Want To.
That's a hit?
No, I was talking about he had that
the biggest ones.
He had that song with Rodney Ricch, Rockstar.
I don't know about that one.
What hit?
But
Dude, all I'm telling you is
Rockstar dropped this year, didn't it?
None of these are ringing bells, and I'm pretty sure his number.
Bro, you know who? You know what Rockstar is.
So what do you think his biggest song is?
What his biggest song was?
Yeah.
That's whichever song that Jetson produced for him. I forgot the song.
I don't know. Rockstar dropped last year.
So even worse, bro. He has no hit song.
And he had Bop from 2019.
If anything, it's probably Bop.
He was
probably the biggest song, and that song has not. Nobody's playing that song anymore. You're lying to yourself if you're saying Bop is still bumping right now.
He was featured on Enemies with Post Malone.
Bro,
But another one of
is,
his big songs is Ball If I Want To.
All I'm saying is DaBaby's falling off already, and this was just something to make sure it got sealed faster. You fucked it up. Yo, and it's funny because I thought about how he did that song with
Tory?
With Tory, and then after how Tory said some next shit about how, you know, it's because you did a song with me while you're not winning. And it's funny because what if that's true? What if he did it? This is like some weird karma thing where he did a song with Tory and now look, all this shit's happening to him. He's losing mills for no reason based off of a dumb comment.
It had nothing to do with Tory. It was all him.
I know. I'm
he
just
also
saying.
Brought Tory up.
It was just funny how Tory was saying.
If there was an invisible hand in the background.
Tory was saying like, "Yo, the reason why you didn't get an award is because you did something with me." That's what Tory was saying.
No. He was saying more of along the lines of because of him, the accusation of him shooting at Meg.
Isn't that what I just fucking said?
No, you said that they worked with him.
That's literally the same thing.
He's saying that the reason why.
That literally just said
because
that.
he worked with him is because Tory did what he did.
That's exactly what I just said. I didn't go into detail.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, it'd be funny if what's happening to DaBaby now is literally because of that situation. Because ever since that situation, if we're gonna count DaBaby not winning an award as an effect from working with Tory, it'd be funny if this is also an effect.
It's like a curse, like a base god curse. Base god curse?
Something.
Is that his name? Base
I don't
god?
know. I think he'll be fine, bro. I think
DaBaby will be fine.
I think he'll be fine.
The only way DaBaby
put out a hit.
I think
he can't put out a hit. He's not gonna.
If he can put out a hit,
he's not gonna put out a hit because of this whole debacle.
Nah,
I don't know.
All right, we'll wait for it. Yo, the day DaBaby makes a hit, I'll take back what I said.
Okay.
I'll keep
and hold on. And
I'm not holding you to it. I'm just saying if it happens, it happens.
I might if I remember.
And the hit has to be on the boards, if not surpassing his highest song, which is probably Bop.
I ain't gonna hold you to it, but yeah, if it happens, it happens. Like I'm saying, if he can come out with a hit, he'll be fine.
No, he's not gonna be fine. And I know because that hit's never gonna be a hit because of what happened.
Yeah, you know why I think so? Because Doja Cat had the same situation.
The difference with Doja Cat
with the
the difference with Doja Cat is there actually wasn't substantial evidence to actually hold her to what was being.
No, they had the video. The chat?
That trust me,
it was recorded.
Trust me, a lot of these things were like it's on some fabricated shit, and that's why so much people don't even care about it.
I mean, what I'm saying it is because she dropped hits.
Nah. Okay, even if she did drop hits, it almost isn't even comparable to what happened with
DaBaby.
Yeah,
I mean,
her shit isn't comparable.
It's kind of the same because she offended a community, which is the black community. DaBaby offended a community, which is the gay community, and those who drop hits, so we kind of forgot about it. If DaBaby can do the same thing,
I was gonna say DaBaby's numbers too is pretty high for like his Spotify listen.
What's his Spotify listeners monthly?
I think he was second to Drake.
Yeah, 1 point past. Right now he's at 54 mil per month.
He's one past Drake. What's Drake at?
Second to Drake.
He's 53 mil right now per month.
Drake?
No, DaBaby.
So what's Drake's?
Drake, he's
Okay, isn't there a way to see who's the top Spotify like artist in a genre or some shit?
I think it's
something like Drake's at 51 mil.
Wait, so he passed Drake?
He passed Drake. He's 200. He's 2 mil more than Drake per month.
Interesting.
That's why I'm like, DaBaby's he's a big artist, bro.
I mean, like,
and then hold up, and we have to play into the factor that his numbers are probably only going up because of this whole situation.
No, this is before.
When was that?
So even like if you look at the article, the when he surpassed Drake was just back in May 20th. So this is a few months back.
Interesting.
Of this year.
Personally,
I mean, you don't like DaBaby. That's okay.
I don't. And then on top of that, he's not gonna come out any better from this.
I mean, I agree with what you're saying about his music. It's all the same flow.
I'm just saying, like, it's not.
He doesn't have like bars like that, but it's just the vibe.
This situation,
it's cool.
Isn't gonna blow him up anymore. Like this whole situation just put a huge dent in his career.
I think it's just a hit.
And the reason I say that,
the only way it's huge is if what you're saying is true and he crashes.
I'm gonna say the reason why, he's getting kicked off of every fucking festival right now.
In perpetuity or just this year? Like, is it forever?
It was
or
just the most recent one.
It's the most recent one, right?
Any upcoming one right now.
They said no. They said
now.
no.
Yes.
You can't come.
For now.
Yes.
This is for now, though. I'm pretty sure some of these, like, there's going to be something else he'll jump back on.
Yo, the only thing he could jump back on is the strength off of his own music and doing smaller shows.
Yeah.
Festivals and shit, he's lost money. He can't do no more festivals.
For now.
Possibly for now.
For now. Until
Possibly
he
for
drops a hit where people will forget about it.
That's what I'm saying. Which is possible.
And I'm telling you, nobody's gonna forget. You think all these people are gonna forget what DaBaby said?
Yeah.
You think the gay community is gonna let go of what DaBaby said?
Eventually, yeah.
You're fucking funny.
They will eventually.
You're hilarious. You guys are funny.
Yo, people are not gonna remember this kind of stuff.
That community
regular people.
That community
That
probably
whole
won't forget
community
it.
will not forget it. And you think they're gonna let it lay off?
Eventually.
Yo, when a nigga's not doing anything with his career, that's when they're gonna forget it.
Eventually, they'll be like, "Oh yeah, he did do that. You know what? It sucks he did, but you know, I moved on from it."
And then by the time that happens, his career is done.
I think
Hey,
he'll
man,
still be.
if you
doing
Marty
his thing.
McFly in it and you predicting the future, good on you. What I'm saying is, you gotta wait till we see tomorrow, man.
Yeah,
We'll see.
gotta give it
Gotta
time.
wait till we see
Gotta
tomorrow.
let marinate.
Yeah.
Because as you said, he can literally go through a complete like downward spiral and everything.
Mm.
And like, and for all you know, it can really show if he takes that big of a hit. That really shows who his like actual fans are. It's part of that community.
Yeah.
Which would be really interesting that if that's the case.
I don't think it is, but yeah.
But either way, like I feel like for him, he'll be fine. He already did his PR apology and everything.
Mm-hmm.
He did what he said. He's just gonna move on from it. You just gotta take a couple hits to the stomach right there for a bit,
Yeah.
and then he's just gonna bounce right back.
You're not gonna hear from this guy for another
Maybe a couple months.
music for next, maybe till close to Christmas or Halloween.
Yeah. Take
And
the
then
rest of the summer off.
Yeah, 2 months.
Take the rest of the summer off. Something else is gonna happen. So someone's gonna say something more fucked up than him.
Something always
Within that
happens,
time.
man. It's like I think I heard Drake say it's like a 3-day rule. Something crazy always happens in 3 days.
Oh, the 72-hour thing where it's like you're upset and all that, right?
Yeah.
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 Wait, what?
Something crazy like
If
the
like
media moves so fast where it's like 3 days later, people are talking about something else.
yeah, because you're always looking for something new to talk about.
Yeah.
You know, even on IG, you're always refreshing your page. You're looking for something new.
Yeah.
Eventually, someone's gonna drop something. You'll be like, "Oh, this is sick. Oh, this is crazy. This is funny," or something like that.
Mhm.
But it all comes with time.
Yeah, people forget, man. They'll let it go. They'll move on to something else to be upset about.
But something coming to an
Wonderful.
end, Arthur.
Huh?
That's the something that's coming to an end is Arthur.
Oh, Arthur.
Yeah.
Yeah. You
20
know what? If I'm gonna be honest, I wasn't a big Arthur fan. Don't look at me.
You
like
were not
that.
black.
So you think
Don't look at
Arthur's
me like that.
overrated?
I didn't say that. I just said I wasn't a big fan. Like I didn't really watch it. I didn't really watch it. I watched it like if it was on, I'd tune in, but like I wasn't into it. I think I was more. What was that? What age is that? When was Arthur big for us?
Maybe like when we're in like early grade school, so like grade 4, 5,
Grade 4, 5?
3,
What was I
2,
watching
and
there?
stuff
I
like
might have been
that.
watching Dragon Ball, bro. Dragon Ball. if it was like-
Arthur was in the morning.
Nah, I didn't tune into that.
Arthur was early morning.
I didn't tune into the morning shows like that.
Oh, it might be earlier still. I mean, like age wise, like around like kindergarten.
Yeah, if we're going back
So-
then, if I'm keeping it a buck, I remember Teletoons a lot. There was a bear. I forget the bear's name. Franklin.
I was gonna say Little Bear.
Little Bear. I messed with Little Bear. Franklin was big, but Arthur. I didn't do Arthur. I don't know why.
I messed with Arthur, but
I
like
missed Arthur, man.
with Buster, and then
Arthur-
they had the bully. What was his name again? I forgot what his name was, but Arthur was a good show, man. It ran its
Wasn't
course.
that-
It was
it was-
that and Magic School Bus on PBS.
Magic School Bus. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Those
Magic
were the
School
shows
Bus
back
was good.
then. But
Yeah. Arthur coming to an
You guys
end.
see that Magic School Bus got revamped? Like, there's a new Magic School Bus show,
Nah.
yeah,
and it's not Miss Frizzle. It's like her niece.
mm-hmm.
Nah.
Yeah,
The niece that was on the bus?
I didn't even know she had a
No,
niece.
they're
on
the
the
lizards.
bus.
Did she have somebody that was on the bus that looked like her?
But it was
Nah.
no.
It was
I
one
think
of
you're
the
thinking about
youths.
that kid. You're thinking about the kid with the orange hair. But
Yeah.
no,
Yeah,
they're not. No, they weren't.
They were related?
No,
Oh.
it's just one of her students.
One of her
okay.
students, but Miss Frizzle's niece is now the bus driver.
Huh.
And Miss Frizzle is just like there.
Like the principal or something? Oh, well, she's a bus driver. She has nothing to do with the school system. She's
Yeah,
just a
she
bus
was
driver.
Hey man, she's a bus driver taking these kids out every day doing some next adventures.
One of the best ones.
Sorry,
is the Human Body one.
I seen this funny thing where it's like the magic school bus could be in your ass and you don't even know about it.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Yo, because I
It's
swear there was an
like
episode where they're inside the bloodstream and shit, bro.
yeah,
That shit
they're
was,
With the red
body,
blood
yeah.
cells and everything.
Yeah, I think
I
they went
think it's
through
just one of the students was
intestines and
sick
all
or
that.
something.
Yeah, I don't remember, but yeah, something like that.
But now that Arthur's done, you guys have any last words for Arthur? For me, it's just more of, R.I.P. 25 strong years and, get out of here.
If you can see my face, I'm kind of like, It is what it is. Once Dragon Ball goes, that's gonna be sad.
It's not going for a while.
But the day when they say, this is it, this is the last episode,
Well, they briefly had a "this is it" time when
and that was sad.
that was like during the GT time,
And that was sad.
and everyone's like, "Man, there's nothing else other than like this is how they."
But you know what the
ended off.
difference is? They still had like games coming out. They still like had some form of media coming out. Like
Yeah.
if it's like Arthur, when there's like a hard stop, you're not gonna see anything else new. You just gotta do reruns.
Mm-hmm.
Man, you're gonna hit different. You're gonna hit different, man. It's gonna hit a little different. For me.
Well, rest in peace, Arthur.
he's not dead.
He's about to die.
No, he just retired from his show, bro.
Yeah, I'm
So
pretty
he's
sure you
dead.
can watch it somewhere.
No, but he's gonna be dead. There's no more Arthur after that.
No new Arthur, but like, you could still have like parents that would be like, I want to put my kid on game.
Yeah, it's not like Arthur got too old and said,
Nah, but the
"Oh."
thing is like, do you look at Arthur as something you'd want to put your kid on game with?
Me personally,
Yeah.
no.
I wouldn't.
But Nick would, apparently.
I don't think I would. Still, I feel like
Arthur
there's
taught you
others.
some realness.
I feel like I'd rather put them onto some other shows.
What's a life
instead of
lesson
Arthur.
you learned from Arthur?
Life lesson was that
Other than
you
the intro
should-
song, the intro song.
Now you can use whatever you want.
I was gonna say Arthur taught me to like not be so mean to like your siblings and everything, and not even have a sibling. It made me wish I had a sibling so I could be nice
Bring me the
at the time?
at the time.
Oh, I was gonna say,
Like
this
when I
guy's
was
not
younger.
claiming AJ no more.
Bro, I was older than him before he was even born. But when I watch it, I'd be like, oh man, they had a brother sister dynamic. 'Cause, I mean, I had an older sister, but me and her never lived together. So
Yeah.
it's kind of like, oh, cool. Other things, I don't know. I was
That's a good one.
I was just interested in his life, and like it was pretty like oh no, I wonder what's gonna happen today with Arthur. Sometimes like
Really?
yo, I remember one time DW broke his airplane.
Yo, this guy pumped her.
Pumped her. That's where that famous meme came from. But like
with the ball up fist?
where the ball up fist, yeah, is banned.
Yo, I remember.
That's why he not touch the plane. Yo,
This guy
lost
grinded
it?
up his teeth. Yo, this guy pumped her. Yo,
I will say
they didn't even
that.
show him punch her. It just cut the screen, and then you see her on the ground.
That's hilarious. I will say he left an impact on the culture. I'll say that for sure. Arthur did leave an impact.
He left the impact, but I just wouldn't put my kid on game with Arthur. I'd rather make them watch something else.
Anime, straight anime.
I don't think it would be only anime though,
It'd be anime.
because
for
if
me.
I start making him just pure anime, he's gonna be running around to the school like a Naruto character.
I mean,
I'm not trying to have him do that.
you show him what's what,
Nah,
Don't
he's
do
still gonna
this.
do it. He's still gonna
No,
do
it's
it.
cool. Don't do this.
He's gonna
though.
find
Keep
the
it-
weebs. He's gonna
keep
find
it
the
cool.
weebs in the school, and they're all
keep
gonna
it
be
cool.
doing it.
Keep it cool, but don't do this. Or even if he does do that, whatever. You know what? Like,
Nah,
if you get roasted, that's just a part of life, man.
well, you know what? The future might be different because anime is more acceptable compared to before.
what
Yeah.
made it not acceptable?
People didn't understand it
Why didn't people understand it?
because people just don't like they don't like things they don't understand.
I think it depends on the community you in.
They're not trying to read subtitles while they watch shows.
I think
Like,
it depends
to
on
them.
the
That's weird.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think anime's just
It's a cartoon.
still a cartoon.
Yeah, but it
It's
was like more
cartoon.
Japanese cartoon.
Yeah, like-
And, like, it's
I
just
mean that's
different.
what anime is. It's a Japanese cartoon.
What I
yeah,
would
but
say
like
is,
it's what makes it what made it different now and more acceptable is just the fact that people are more open to try those different things.
Yeah.
Nah, I
Back
think
then,
that's
people
always
weren't
been like
about
that.
it.
I think niggas was always doing it.
No, a lot.
Nah, I think you just
Or it's
looking at
kept it
it.
low
I think
key.
you're looking at it through a high school perspective.
Well, no, but that's what I'm saying. That's what I was going through that time. I can't tell you a grown man's perspective at that time if I'm not a grown man.
No, I'm
during
just
that
telling
time.
you though. I think you're looking at it from a perspective of that you think nobody fucked with it because you're in high school. But I think grown people around that time outside of high school fucked with anime those times too.
Yeah, but those aren't the people I'm around.
I'm just saying, like, I still think it's still as acceptable as it was just yesterday.
I kind of hear what he's saying because it's like what I think popularized it was like Dragon Ball, One Piece.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think it's based off of people. It's based off of the anime itself that was
But
already
before those came, and if you were a person into anime, I think there might have been, I don't know, because I wasn't born, I wouldn't know, but I've heard stories. Like I know an older friend that said like, he wouldn't really watch certain things or tell people he watched certain things because he get looked at weird.
The only time I heard that was because people just didn't have the same show. But then when people saw it, it was like, oh, sick.
Yeah, it's because they don't know. People roast you on what they don't know. So you're like, you watching this shit? Like they only know a little bit, but it's like, yo, you's a weird dude. I've seen this.
But like,
I don't know. I still think it's the same as ever, bro.
I guess.
So you think it's the same time? It's like, there wasn't much change. It's as big as it was back then.
If anything, there's just more variety in anime. I don't think like it was embarrassing to watch it. Like if anything, in the school perspective, I don't know. Still, because when I was in school, even going up into high school, almost everybody fucking watched anime. Yeah, down to Sailor fucking Moon.
Yeah,
and I didn't hear nobody dissing.
Mind you, Sailor Moon was introduced to us as a cartoon. We didn't know it was anime.
Yeah, but I'm just saying though, like
it was cartoon.
It still felt the same way. Like it didn't feel like you watched Sailor Moon before.
Yeah.
Like it's never been that way. At least for me, I don't know what the school.
I'm gonna be honest though. I wouldn't tell my niggas I watched Sailor Moon as a youngin.
Yo, nigga, I don't know about you. When I was in school and everything, when mans were all watching the same channels and talking about why we were waiting to see a next show on and had to watch Sailor Moon. Yeah. Yo, there's a pride thing with you, like there really is. You can't even tell your niggas you was watching Sailor Moon
as a youth. Nah, man,
that is insane.
Because that was viewed as
whack in your
no, that was viewed as a girl show.
Yeah, man. So that means you didn't fuck with the Powerpuff Girls either.
Powerpuff Girls is hard, bro. I don't know about you.
I didn't tell my homies.
Oh my God. No, there's a deeper root to this, man.
I didn't tell my homies, bro. I fuck with it, but I didn't tell my homies. Nah, son. Nah, and the only jokes would be about Mojo Jojo. That's it.
Mojo Jojo.
That's
crazy.
About
the Powerpuff
So you weren't hyping when they brought the Rowdy Rough Boys? Oh man, come on.
Or they brought the male Powerpuffs.
That's them. The Rowdy Rough Boys.
Yeah. When these guys came true, and I was like, damn, these guys are sick.
Yo, nah, this guy said that it was a girl show. That's why I didn't watch it.
Nah, that's why I didn't tell my homies. I watched it. I didn't tell my homies.
Yeah, sorry.
I hear that.
It's a pride thing.
It's what it is. Got to see it through, my boy.
So let's wrap up this week's pod. We're like 2 hours and change.
Were we? Yo.
Yeah, we're pretty deep into this one.
Crazy.
So thanks for listening to the pod. Make sure you guys continue to like, rate us, and all that good stuff on the podcasting app.
Yes, sir.
Jason, thank you for coming through.
No problem.
For another episode.
Yes, sir.
Anything else you guys want to say before we wrap up for today?
I don't know if I asked this last week, but did you guys see the Donda performance?
You did.
You did, but I didn't. I still haven't seen it.
No, it's cool. I'm new. I saw it. I liked. This is my only grievance with it. I want Kanye to come with some harder bars.
I felt like this was like a reference.
I hope so.
As I listened to it again, because I have it.
Yeah.
I was like, this kind of sounds like a reference tracks a bit.
Yeah. I hope it's just like him trying to work it out. Mm-hmm. And he comes with the bars. And it's kind of like Life of Pablo. I don't even need My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy or Graduation or this old shit. If he gives me like Life of Pablo, I'm cool with it.
I was talking about it some time ago, but I kind of liked the concept of how the Life of Pablo was. Like
Yeah,
it
it was
wasn't
dope.
finished, but he still put it out. But then he was updating it.
Mm-hmm.
It was like a live mixtape.
Yeah.
That made sense. It's like it was
Yeah.
being like I remember the first time I heard Facts, I'm like, oh, this is cool. But then he made a different version to it, and I'm like, oh.
Same with Wolves, I think.
Yeah, wolves, all these little things. He's adding
Yeah.
tiny little things that he felt could change. Or...
Almost like DLCs.
So I feel like, if
Yeah.
anything, this would kind of be cool if he could do it some similar.
Yeah.
Just similar, not like exactly like it. Because,
Yeah.
I mean, I do feel like you can get caught in demo-itis and falling in love with like a certain version. You're like, why would he do this? Why would he take that down? Or because I remember, I think I did like a certain version of Wolves before before its final version. And
Yeah,
I'm
I think
like,
it had Frank Ocean on it, and then he took Frank Ocean out.
Yeah,
back.
Frank Ocean,
yeah.
Sia.
Yeah.
the
Vin-
rearrangement
Vic
and everything
Mensa.
was just kind of backwards, and then like the final
Even-
version, just I don't know.
He even had a song with Chance the Rapper on it, and I forget what it was called, like Waves or
Ultra,
something like that.
Ultralight. No, was it
No,
Ultralight?
it was
I
a
think
different- it was another
I think it
song. It was
was
like
Waves.
Like fuck.
The one with Chris
Chance
Brown?
the Rapper, yeah, the one with Chris Brown. Chance the Rapper had a verse on it.
And he took it off.
Took it off.
Yeah.
But Chance the Rapper's verse was hard.
Probably
Did-
same
wasn't
fit.
Chance upset at that?
He was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I remember. Because now it made me think, like, yo, what if you're on that song as a credit and then he takes you off? Like, you're no longer a credit because you weren't on the song. Like,
Yeah.
you're not on the official version anymore.
Yeah.
Probably.
It's like, yo, you're about to make money for about 6 months till I decide to change the version.
So I put out the new DLC.
Yo, I had this new verse with fucking Meek, yo. I think he did a better job, so that might stay on the permanent version.
Yeah. I think you feel away if you're a lower artist than Chance. If you're somebody that's really up and coming and he took you off, you definitely feel
Yeah,
away.
you be cheese.
Yeah.
Nah, I feel like Chance would be fine with it.
Yeah, Chance is cool with it though.
You
he
mean,
was
like, you
probably,
remember-
he was more so like disappointed probably.
Yeah.
Upset.
I feel like Chance can't be mad at Kanye. Especially after, you ever seen that video of Chance?
Getting yelled at by Kanye. Yeah. Yeah, he was getting scolded.
Yo, I
Yeah.
feel like after that, like, Chance not gonna say nothing no more, bro. You got son, yo. Yeah, I actually forgot even what Kanye said, but
Yeah.
this guy shouted at him like, I was like, oh fuck, like nigga, I wouldn't even want to talk back to Kanye.
This guy got paged, bro.
He did.
Yeah. All he was trying to do was like, make sure he was good because like there's all those reports of how his mental health was at risk.
Yeah.
Just trying to make sure he's good.
Was that it?
Yeah, he was just going to check up on him.
I thought he went there to go tell him to change something.
Nah, he was literally
Kanye
going just to
just-
check up on him. And Kanye yelled at because he was like, yo, he didn't want him to be there. He's like, yo, don't check up on me.
No, I gotta find that video because he shouted at his ass.
Yeah, man. In the
That's
meantime,
funny.
while you're looking that up, yo, shout out to your homie Crooklyn for being on Isaiah Rashad's
Oh, yeah,
album.
shout out
Live,
Crooklyn,
shout out
yeah.
Crooklyn.
Good
Let me
job,
give
I
this guy
listened.
a
I
heart
listened.
stuff.
I listened to the song. The song's really good. I like it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're listening to it when
Was it HB2U?
yeah,
What does
we're
it mean? Happy birthday to you?
Yeah, that's what I
that it?
assumed. Yeah.
that's actually crazy that that's the case because his birthday is also this weekend.
Oh, is
Well,
it?
that just passed, you know.
So he's gonna be bumping that song. Crooklyn?
Yeah, his
Yeah.
birthday just passed.
Oh, it just passed?
Yeah,
Oh, okay,
it actually
okay,
just
okay.
passed the other day. So
Okay,
you know,
so he's
shout
probably
out,
bumping that song.
shout out to him for that. But
Yeah.
in that case, thanks for listening to episode 34, our Diesel episode.
Mm.
Tune in next week.
Peace.